with our first match. You didn't update challenge yet, right, Seth?
No.
Okay,
I didn't
cool.
want to.
Yeah, that's
You can start
perfect.
again.
All right,
I'll
so
update it as we
as
go
we
along.
play it, cool. All right, guys. So what we're gonna show next is the matchup between Dark Fusion and Thinking. So you guys can see that on the bracket that we have there. We're about to start the game. We're gonna get right into it, guys. So that way we have a recording of this match. That's basically the point of all this. Right? So we have a VOD of day 1, and this is day 2. All the games are recorded and casted. So hang tight. Alright, I didn't tweet or post about this. I guess we're just making a VOD anyway. People are watching live, great. Actually, I should probably just message on the thing so that way they can watch. So let's do that. So James and them can watch. So we're gonna run right through these replays. We're actually gonna cast them from replays. And so that'll mean we'll go through all this really fast, guys, which is great. That's what we want. No delays, no technical difficulties. We're gonna start off with this game 1 now. And I'm here with Seth. He's gonna be casting, and we're live. All right, how do you play again? I don't have the commands. I should probably have the commands if I think about it. There you go. All right. As mentioned, this is
FSL Special 2-on-2.
Okay. In the bottom right corner, the Protoss player, he is
Neutrophil.
and his teammate, the other Protoss player, she is
Miguela.
Alright guys, so their team is
Team Thinking.
okay. Take it away, Seth.
All right. On the top left corner of the map, we have our Heel Zerg. His name is
Dark Menace.
and his teammate, our red Protoss. He is.
Typhoon Fusion.
And their team name is.
Team Thinking.
So wait, did I screw up the intro? I think I screwed up the intro there on the thing. The top team is actually not I'm thinking, guys. I'm sorry. This is the team.
Team Dark Fusion.
Okay. Alright, so what's going on in this game? Let's see. Looks pretty standard. Did I miss anything? Looks standard.
I think they're pretty much standard right now.
Okay. Yep.
Just standard scouting. But there is a forge early for a red Protoss, Typhoon Fusion. But I think he does that a lot just to be defensive.
Yeah, just to be safe.
Just to be safe. Oh, but there is a proxy on middle left of the map. Oh, that's, yeah.
Yeah, he's just taking the gold fast.
It's taking a gold expansion right away. And that's a pretty curious location because you can easily scout that. Right? That's
Yeah, if you're lucky, they don't scout it, but you have to be very lucky. The other thing is they stole the gas for Miguela. Here in the bottom left.
Yeah,
And then
they
on the
did
top
steal
left,
the
they
gas.
stole the other gas for Typhoon Fusion. So it's even.
so this gas stealing thing is
Out of
it's
hand
a
right
common
now.
thing in these 2v2s. All right, so not only is he just gonna be mining off this gold base, but it looks like he's gonna put down a lot of his infrastructure, specifically a Stargate. Whoa. So maybe that will be a point for where they're gonna start sieging.
It's actually perfect because if you think about it, you can do the void ray. It's almost like a proxy void ray. You can then get your gold, put shield batteries. It's actually really cool. We can force there. That's a great idea if they can pull it off. It's very risky, like you said.
Yeah, it is very risky. Now, our reserve player, though, has not taken his third. So he's going an early Roach Warren. I think he just wants to be safe. Safety Roach Warren here. And he's getting a lair rather quickly here. So, I think he has... He feels like he's going to be attacked early. And he is not going to scout this.
Yeah, it's in a funny spot. I never thought of doing this. This is actually kind of smart.
I wonder if he's paid attention to some people playing this game and where they put their units, and he's aware that he can get away with it. But,
yeah, that's a good point.
It's so easy to scout that. Right, there are the shield batteries. There's already a void ray there. Now Miguela.
Oh, here's the thing. See, the Overlord here spots Dark Menace's Overlord spots stuff coming.
Yes, but he still doesn't know that there is, entire base there.
I think he may have seen the warpins or at least something there coming there consistently. So if you're a smart player, you know that there's something, right?
Yeah, you'd probably just check it out. Just drop your Overlord a little bit south. But here are the Void Rays.
Yeah, they're so fast.
He only has a Queen to defend this, and they actually do very well against Roaches. So the Roaches need to go take cover somewhere, but it doesn't look like there's any. That Stalker's gonna fall fast once they turn on the Prismatic Alignment. Which he's not. Oh, there it is. Actually, he hasn't turned it on yet. And the Miguela, so this is a good synergy with the two teams here. With Unthinking, right?
Oh.
So he's gonna do a Prismatic Alignment, take out that with one pylon powering all of the right side there. Now he can't warp in anything. There's no cannons, and
and Zerg can't help because they don't have anti-air.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, Roaches are worthless against this composition, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, he's cheering for the Washington football team.
That's right. That's what that is. All right. So.
All right.
Game one.
Game one
goes to
Team Thinking.
All right. There you go. That's a quick game one. Now let's load up game two, which is kind of cool. We get to load these things up without any delays. So we're headed right to game two.
Alright, so where is our stream buddy here? Psystorm, what's his name?
Matheson should be on. I think he's always available.
Yeah. Is there any way you can turn up the quality on the Discord stream just by one tick?
Sure, let's see if we can adjust that.
Just one tick.
Let me see if I can pause this game. Okay, pause that real quick, and let's see if we can adjust.
Oh, there he is. There's Matheson.
Yeah, so let's see.
What took you so long, Matheson?
Stream quality is 720 is the next level up.
Yep, that's good.
Alright, guys. We're gonna hop on into game two right away. Okay, guys. Game two in this tournament for
FSL Special 2-on-2.
the bottom right, the Protoss player.
Bottom left.
Neutrophil.
Oh, bottom left, yeah. The bottom right of their base, I guess. and his teammate, she is
Miguela.
And they just took game one with a nice build there. Nice location. Very nice strategy there. They are.
Team Thinking.
Alright.
Alright, on the top right corner of the map, we have our Zerg player, Teal Zerg player. He is
Dark Menace.
Sporting his muscles. And teammate, the
Typhoon
purple
Fusion.
Protoss. He is. Yeah, you need those sunglasses in Florida.
Yeah, and
Team
they're Team
Dark
Dark Fusion,
Fusion.
which is Typhoon Menace too. You can kind of call them differently, which is funny.
Typhoon Menace, a
Typhoon
dark
Menace or
fusion.
Dark Fusion. It's almost perfect actually. I love that's like probably the new best name for all the teams, I think. And the
Yeah,
logo
hopefully
is great.
they can maintain that team for next tournament. Because we have a lot of turnovers in terms of team, and they're playing musical chairs.
Yep.
But let's see what we have here. Neutrophil scouting diligently as always. There is a forge. Scouting report on Miguela is he likes to make a forge and gateway right off the bat and gets defensive. So let's see what Neutrophil is going to be using that for. What he's going to be going to supplement that with.
Maybe he thought there was like a rush coming. He wanted to be extra safe.
Yeah, so it's going to be another proxy. I guess this is another Void Ray because of its location. No, actually, this might be a Tempest based on that location, right?
Yeah,
Because
it's
if
not
it's a
gonna be
Void,
it's not gonna be a shield battery push.
yeah,
Whatever it
so
is. It's
so
too
most
far.
likely it'll be a Tempest
Yeah,
type
whatever
of
it is,
push.
it's gonna be a Stargate, I think. Regardless,
Yeah.
right? Unless it's a Stargate.
Yeah, this is Stargate.
They're not doing that and then make like Twilight DT, right? That doesn't make any sense. So
No. So one of the things is I don't know who picked what map, so I guess they just kind of play these themselves. But let's see what they have planned for this map. This map is pretty cool because you can get the gold base relatively easily, just breaking those rocks because it's kind of tucked in there, but it's susceptible to drops, susceptible to these proxy stargates. Um,
yeah, they like to ping
Alright.
a lot. I can't tell who's pinging what, but I didn't see anything, so I was like,
Yeah, I
okay.
think Neutrophil pinged Miguel and say, "Hey,
Ooh,
this
but
is
he's gonna
what's
find
going
it.
on,"
Look,
and looks like he's gonna find it.
the Zerg finds it.
Yeah, and
Oh,
he
it is a
was
Tempest. Oh, he cancels
Yeah.
that. That actually makes
Cancel.
sense. You want to make now. You can make the fleet beacon at home to be safe because you don't want.
Yeah, there it is.
There's no sense.
But he's gonna lose the pylon here. There's more links coming, so he's gonna lose all these
You
buildings.
know,
And,
if he should have just chronoed at least something out of that. But now he gets nothing out of it except get a fast fleet beacon.
yeah, he could have done a quick oracle because
Yeah.
having one oracle even early to late game is very useful.
Even just one Phoenix for crying out loud, right? You can clear out overlords, but he got
just
nothing
anything.
out of it.
But we do have Typhoon Fusion have a proxy buildings here on the 10 o'clock, the 9 o'clock position. What is that?
Um,
There. Oh, so it's just
he's just
another
gonna hide
warping
more
point.
gateways there, I guess, just so
Yeah.
they can't tell how many they have.
So I think he's gonna go for mass blink stalkers, which is actually gonna be very good because Neutrophil is going Tempest. So if he has a good number of blink stalkers, he can pick off these Tempests.
Oh, there's a big mass
So-
coming out here. He's really hiding it, so they won't find
Yeah,
that.
and more gateways. He has his expansion coming up now. Miguela has not expanded. Let's see what Miguela is up to. So she's just
Yeah, but
building
Typhoon
up.
Fusion hasn't expanded either. So.
Well, actually, his
Did he?
is it's just on the way. It's done actually.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah. So
Just
Miguel
got
is falling behind here. Now Neutrophil is safe with shield batteries. But just like what we saw last night with Cyril Sims, you might have really good unit set, but if you guys are not together, you guys are in a big disadvantage if the other team
Yeah, but this time
attacks.
they're gonna actually team up, so this is kind of cool. There's
Alright,
two
so
shield
they're-
batteries here. Where is Miguela's forces? It's not at the bottom.
Yeah, so she's going double robo, but it's gonna be pretty Really delayed here. I don't think it's gonna come out in time. Well, an immortal will be ready, but will they have enough?
Oh, they spot the Tempest. Oh no, okay, the Tempest is just shooting the rock. Okay, I thought it was sieging. Okay, here's the big attack.
But yeah, this is a big attack here. Let's see what they get done.
I'm zooming out. You can see this. Everyone's going
So
down.
Miguel needs to go down there and help out.
He didn't get to do the overcharge.
He can actually still
nice
do the
blink.
overcharge, but it's too late now. I think there's just too many. The stalkers, Typhoon Fusion stalkers are just chasing the Tempests away, while the roaches clean up everything on the ground. Miguel is still up in the ramp, so it's. I think there's gonna be Neutrophil's gonna have to forfeit his expansion, and I think that's gonna set him way behind.
Oh, Tempest goes down.
Yeah, I think this.
That's a good timing attack.
Yeah, and our Teal Zerg, Dark Menace, is just streaming units across the map as he makes them. Although these are slow roaches, but this is a very good timing attack. Yeah, and I think this will be it. And there's the GG. 5-1-1.
Nice job. So they tie it up. Okay, last game. Looks like we are gonna have a real game 3. So for those that don't know, obviously we're going off a replay. We want to make a fake game 3 because, you know, we don't want to be surprised, right? Alright. Game 3, guys. This is?
FSL Special 2-on-2.
Alright. So now, at the top right, we have the Protoss player. Her name
Miguela.
is Miguela. And of course, the partner is, you know, I got confused with the two Protosses, but
Neutrophil.
either way, Neutrophil, and they're with this team.
Team Thinking.
Okay.
Alright, the other corner, we have our Teal Zerg. The really nice timing attack. He is.
Dark Menace.
And his teammate, our Red Protoss. He is.
Typhoon Fusion.
And their team name.
Team Dark Fusion.
Yeah, it says
Dark
Dark Fusion,
Fusion.
but then it says Typhoon Menace. So I guess either way, it doesn't matter. But I still love that logo and that team name. It's
Good name.
almost too perfect.
Hopefully they don't break up for next season.
I actually want them to stick together because the name is just so good.
Yeah. But you know that they actually had a good synergy there in the last attack.
Yep.
In the last game. We had the roaches making sure it clears anything on the ground. And then he supplemented that with blink stalkers just to kite or just to pick off any of the air units. So even if he had void rays instead of tempest, right, the blink stalkers will be able to take care of it. So it was really good. Now let's see if they do a similar timing attack here. There are 8 lings coming already. That's that's a lot of lings early on.
Yeah, it is a lot.
That could be drones, but instead he's doubling down. He's making 4 more.
Oh, they have a plan.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be an early attack here.
Are they ready? Let's take a look at these bases. Miguel
So,
is
but
somewhat
no-
ready. She has a cannon.
Yeah. And the good thing is that Neutrophil's not expanding, so he's actually just chronoing out units, He's getting his early Twilight. Oh, there's expansion. Oh no, it's a ninja expansion. And the funny thing is,
Oh,
it's
okay.
just to the left of the proxy of Typhoon Fusion. So
Okay, that's funny. All right.
okay, so more links for Dark Menace here. And this I think he's gonna be doing a link flood here. As soon as speed finishes, I think it's gonna be darting over. Let's see if it's gonna time with Typhoon Fusion's warp here.
Yep.
Warp's almost done, so he just needs to
That's a
chrono it
lot
some
of
more.
links.
That is a lot of links.
That's really so all in, which is kind
So
of
the
cool
thing
to see. Ooh,
and
these
the thing is,
links. Look at this. Dark Man is looking around. Will he see? Oh, he doesn't
Yeah.
go that far.
yeah, because it's so close to the
They're not gonna bother looking there. They're like,
yeah.
that's the funny thing.
But see, the thing about this map is, this is one of the two maps in the map pool that you and your teammate do not share a choke point. You kind of share it once you go down the middle part, but otherwise, you're defending your own ramp.
Yeah, this is a big
And
deal. Look at this. The shield battery. So
yeah, so let's see if they can defend this. There's more links. There's 12 more links. How many? Can you do a unit count on how many links there are total? Yeah, there's 32 links right now. That's a lot. So let's see if they can defend this. Now this is game 3. So
three.
the winner moves on to face Kodeo.
And their units
And
aren't good against links too. So
Well, let's see. I mean, because if
Oh,
they
he
can just
canceled
hold the choke point, there's
yeah, he
he's
canceled
not gonna be
it.
able
Okay,
to
he's
get up
fine.
there.
He's fine. It's
But
about.
let's see if Miguel is
Ooh,
ready
this
for
is
this.
smart.
You know what? She
Yeah,
closed off
yeah, she
completely.
closed it. This is smart. So they.
And she's actually. Can you go back to the production tab? Let's see what she's making. Those are cannons.
And a void ray.
Oh no, those are
Oh,
pylons.
but she needed
Void
a
Ray's
field
coming out.
battery. That's the only
Yeah,
thing.
Void Ray's coming out. There's nothing that shoots up. So
But if she had shield battery, I think they're gonna
yeah,
bust
she
through
needed it.
though.
She needs to seal this some more though.
Yep, she does. Oh no. Now that forces Neutrophil to try to help.
Yeah, so it triggers him to go across, but
That's a lot of links. Oh my goodness.
it's like, should I save my partner on the boat when there are it's shark infested waters? Well, I have to go.
You kind of have to if it's your partner.
Yeah. But
Or
looks
you
like
can
he's
counter.
chipping away. Yeah, he's chipping away at these lings, and he can do White Prism Micro
Does
with
she
this.
have a probe
But-
out?
But
Did she
but
lose
they're
her
gonna.
probe? She lost her probe, so she has nothing.
She has no probes and no nexus.
So she can give her
Now-
money. That's it.
This is now a 2v1,
2v1.
and she's
with
gonna
a
be
Void Ray.
controlling her 2 Void Rays for the rest of the game.
Actually, if you think about it, you do want to save this structure so that way she can keep making void rays for you.
Yeah, but she loses one already.
Yeah, and actually, Neutrophil recalls out. And,
Yeah,
and
he's
gives
like,
up
alright,
on
this,
it.
I just have to defend my ramp. This is game 3. Maybe I can come back. Let me
So-
see how.
Yeah, so he's gonna do a prism thing here on that side, trying to hold this front.
Yep.
So let's see how much he can get done with this prism.
All right, so
He-
Dark Man is like, "Hey, you know what? I got a drone because I sacrificed a lot of my economy in the early game. So right now he doesn't have any units on this side of the map. Just one queen. Let's see how many he warps in. He warps in 1 adept, which he
backs
cancels.
off. He's like, why?
And so that's it. Miguela is no longer in the game. It's just so funny with that proxy or the ninja base here.
Yeah, this might actually. Oh wait, can they see this?
No, it's because it's low ground,
Oh, I see.
right?
Yeah. But he sees
So-
the other base.
He sees
Neutrophil
the other
sees-
base,
yeah,
but
Neutrophil
he
knows.
just needs to keep mining.
The risk
So
there is
this-
if you send something to that base, they might find your base. So maybe you just leave
Yeah.
that alone.
Yeah, so now it's essentially a 2v1. Now, it is a 2v1, but Neutrophil does have an expansion, does have a good set of units. He has a Dark Shrine coming. So let's see if he can make this work. This is a 2v1 exercise.
You know, I wish he actually just dropped the adepts and just started doing something with it. I mean, it was already seen. So at least you're
Yeah.
doing something. He saw it already. But he was probably hoping that it wasn't seen so he can do something later.
Alright, so his saving grace here is that ninja expansion. Now, if I were the other team and I'm looking, I'm like, alright, there's no natural. How would we lose this game?
DTs or
Right? You
secret
gotta
base, which are
secret,
both here, both in
those are
play.
the questions you have to ask, right? And so if it's not DT, well, you should be able to see it's a DT. But let's see how many these adepts can kill here. Alright, it's not bad. He's got, I think, 3, 4,
Cancels the
5.
shade, very good.
And
But
you
this
know what? You
is
just
the only thing
it's
with
not
this
bad.
is early damage type things, early game damage type things. You actually, I think what you want to do at this point is save up for a big winning attack. And this is okay, but you can't keep
Yeah.
doing this.
Well, you know, he's taking his third, which to them it
Yeah,
looks like
this is
it's
smart
it's a
because
franchise.
now they won't
Smart.
look around. Because if he doesn't
Yeah.
have a third or a second to them, they'll look around like, why haven't you left?
Yep. And Typhoon Fusion's natural just started, so I think he has a lot of time. Although he just threw away a bunch of zealots there, um, trying to do a run by, but unfortunately the entire main army was there.
Ooh, look at the DT.
Oh, the DT! Oh, so this is actually gonna do a lot of work. So this is gonna keep him, you know, just economy on pace.
It's
with the other
yeah,
team.
it's about similar econ for 2 players
Yep.
right now. There's the overseer.
And this DT is,
It's hiding over there. He'll
yeah,
come
but
back
there's
later.
no unit there
Oh,
to kill
but
the
here you
DT.
go. Alright, so
Alright.
they know about this. That's a powerful set of forces, though. This is
Yeah,
a 2-on-1 for sure. This is great.
And I think he has Storm done already. Now, Dark Menace is transitioning to Mutas. He has 5 in production, and that could, you know, just harass here and there.
Oh, that's a big difference. Because then you can kill the Prism. You
Yeah.
know, what happens as Protoss when you deal with Mutas is now you have to worry about your bases and all that. So,
Yeah.
it's a big
But the
deal.
thing is, once Neutrophil decides to go across the map, will they have enough unit to even defend that, right? Because if he supplements it with a few Archons, the Mutas can't really do much. There's a lot of Immortals there already.
It's 2-on-1
Even-
though. So let's see. I mean, can he produce faster than a Zerg and another Protoss? That's
Yeah.
the key, right? If you look at the army size, I mean, they all kind of add up. That the team with 2 players is 1950, and Neutrophil only has 1750. So right now he's behind total army. And can
Yep.
he keep up?
Alright, so he is moving out. Big
Actually,
army.
yeah, he better go because the longer this
Yeah.
game goes, there's no way he can
Let's see if he
produce.
destroys the rocks in the middle or he decides to go around. So he decides to go around. It will be great is if he cancels this third from the Zerg, so it keeps him in a two base Zerg.
Yeah,
but
just as a
let's see.
hatchery too. Just
Yeah, I
'cause
think
of
he can
production.
cancel this easily because there are no units here.
Yeah,
he can
and
DPS that
they
down
definitely should
so quickly.
cancel it too. They wouldn't want to defend that. That's not worth the risk.
Well, let's see. Actually, he doesn't see it. He goes the other
But
way.
he sees it now.
He does see the drone, so he should be able to tell that he's already attempting
Oh,
to.
it's all about this. Don't get that
Yeah.
prism bile though. Once you get that bile, it's over.
All right, look at that Psy Storm.
Oh,
All right,
the
so we can
prism.
follow the players. Yeah, but the Immortals there reign supreme. The Immortals can kill everything in that.
But you
unit
can't
composition
reinforce
right now.
anymore. That's the only thing.
Yeah, but look at those.
Oh my
what,
gosh,
6
how many
Immortals?
immortals? There's 6?
Yes, there's nothing there that can kill him. There's one Muta left, and he
What?
just wipes the entire army of the.
And he's gonna stream in one at a time. Oh, he recalls.
Recalls out because
Okay,
he
that's
can't
not a
reinforce it
bad
more.
idea.
It's not a bad idea, but he can now reinforce his army.
But he should have killed that third base because he was right
Yeah.
there anyway.
Well, I don't think he knew about it yet, but I think he should know now when he saw a bunch of drones going back and forth. Right, but I think he's gonna come back as soon as this warp prism is done. Yeah, because army supply. Right, so
Can he win
Neutrophil and
2-on-1?
Dark
This is
Menace
kind of funny. Can he win 2-on-1? Just because it's the way the game happened right now, there is a good
Yeah.
chance for him to pull it off. Better
because
army, secret
the
base.
Zerg sacrificed his economy in the early game, so you know he wasn't able to
Yeah.
explode.
That's a good point. Because typically Dark Menace is like really good with macroing, right? And I don't know if you can keep up. Oh, the DT from earlier is still alive. Oh no,
So
it's not.
alive,
It's a
he's
new
gonna
one.
get some more kills
Never
here.
mind, it's a new one. It's 3 kills, so it's not the same one.
Right, but this interrupts mining for. Wait, they run away. Okay, but interrupts mining for
Yep.
Typhoon Fusion.
And they haven't interrupted neutrophils mining at all. So
Yeah.
that's one way to do it. But if you count the bases, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases versus 3. Keep that in mind. And then 2 people microing. So the only hope for neutrophil, I think, is like a death ball. You really can't out micro 2 people playing, right? Especially if they attack on 2 sides, that might be the trick. You know how when we play 2-on-1, when a guy leaves in teams, we don't like let him be, right?
Well, yeah. When the difference though is on that scenario,
you get money.
the other player that leaves is still mining and basically giving you the money. In this scenario, it's really just you. There's no other income source.
Yep. Changelings get in. You know exactly what's up. Neutrophil looking for his 4th base. Some donation roaches coming.
It's actually good that he reveals that 4th base, so
they won't look.
They're not out looking for the other one.
They will never look on that side because they feel like they're covered. They got the gateways there.
Yeah, well, if you see the fog of war on the bottom right, you see that they poked in on those 2 bases. Right?
Yeah, they didn't even bother.
They didn't even bother. Yeah, so they're probably kicking themselves on the foot right now if they watch this replay or watching this. This gas.
And he's getting Tempest. Okay.
All you have to do is send 2 roaches up there, and then you're in good position.
Yep.
But instead, he's probably gonna mine that out.
Yeah, it's right now at this point that base has paid for itself many times over.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because even if they find it now, he can just recall him out. He has his 3rd.
Ooh, don't lose this prism,
base.
Typhoon Fusion. He's gonna lose that prism.
He's gonna lose that.
Oh, never mind. He backs up. That's
2 more
good.
shots? No. Ooh, he blinks forward. It's an aggressive blink.
Ooh.
But there is the shield battery there. You're not gonna be able to kill these Tempests anymore.
New base up online. Neutrophil's getting a really strong army. And
Yeah.
the problem
This is gonna
here is Zerg is still just on Muta lane. He needs to,
Yeah, I mean,
the Muta
it's
needs to
now-
do stuff. They can't just sit around. What he's doing is expanding. There's a DT here causing problems. But you really need to... Mutas are pointless if they're just sitting around. They need to be out of the map doing something.
You need to be
picking up
poking just at the fringes of the bases.
Yeah, it's
if at all.
APM intensive, but if you choose that route, you have to do it. Otherwise, you're just sitting around with...
Yeah, because their problem is Neutrophil's army right now is very scary, and you couple that with a bunch of Templars with Storm.
Yeah, you
I don't know how
beat
you're
this.
gonna
You
stop
can't
that
beat
with their
this Deathball
competition.
army right now unless you have...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, there's
lots of
that is
lurkers.
not a composition to fight
Fungal.
this with.
They have the worst comp. What is Typhoon
Yeah,
Fusion's
Mutas can't
army?
even come close,
Typhoon
right? Because
Fusion
of all
is
the
just
Archons.
on charge lots. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so the Archons are actually the counter for all of their units.
So this is actually how you do this. You don't fight this army. When I'm Zerg and I see this, I don't fight this
You go
army.
around, yeah.
You go around and you force a base trade when they are attacking you.
Yeah, I
cannot-
remember when I played Neutrophil on the FSL Season 2, and I had a bunch of links and mutas. I did not engage him straight on. There's no way you could, right? You just
Yeah.
have to go around, make him go back to his main base, kind of,
Look at this
poke
surround
in
setup.
the fringes.
Look at the concave they have going here.
Yeah, they're preparing a concave, but still, I mean, all right. So
Neutrophil.
here's he's maxed out. Both Neutrophil and Dark Menace maxed out, but in terms of the kind of army, Neutrophil's is a lot scarier.
Yeah,
Right, so he's-
Typhoon Fusion needs to add a lot more to this. Okay, here goes.
but
I think he's gonna try to save this base. I don't know. He needs to move with Typhoon Fusion. Where is he?
You actually cannot. You can't engage this with that.
I think you
because
give it
look
up. Oh, what is he doing? Why
Oh
is
my
he
goodness,
fighting?
no.
Oh, I guess he's gonna. All right, we'll see. Can
And
they
see,
do
the
it? And
Archon-
look, why is the Typhoon Fusion so late in this battle?
It's so
They might have
far.
enough though. I think they have enough. They force a
But they have
recall.
enough.
But it
For
was so
survival-
expensive.
Yeah, it was very expensive. So Dark Menace
Oh, he
and
saves his
Talon.
important immortal, so that's cool. He saves the important immortals. These charge slots, though, I'm not gonna lie, that's still kind of scary. But do they have any upgrades? No upgrades.
No, no upgrades. Just
My
a
goodness.
just a charge upgrade. So
Actually,
he's
if they
trying
need
to
to
rush
attack,
it.
they need to do it now before those shield batteries get up there, and those immortals will just live forever. Okay, he's gonna try to poke on this side. They like doing this.
Immortals living forever.
Time to go. Yeah, no.
All right,
it's
here it
double.
is.
There's a lot of charge slots, and the shield batteries are
Yeah.
not done.
But there are Archons, and those Archons do splash damage on light units there. And,
He
well, they're
also pulls the
biological.
workers too to help out a little bit.
Yeah, but those are biological units, which the Archons do a lot of extra damage on. And there are the shield batteries, and he holds.
Yeah, she wants shield batteries to go up, but then look at these. Look at these corruptors go. How much can they
Yeah.
kill? They need to get out. They can't lose them. No, 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 out. Meanwhile,
they
on the
kill-
other side,
All
no big deal. Nothing there. What's
right,
it?
so the game goes on.
Okay, so pretty good back and forth. Neutrophil needs another base, but he can get the top left base, the original Miguela base.
All right, so what did the Corruptors accomplish there? I think he destroyed one Stargate, and that's it, right?
Yeah, it would have been nice
Yeah,
if he killed
so
the
I
Dark
think he would have. I should have
Ooh.
targeted
the what? I think they should have targeted definitely
the
the
important buildings. Like I would have
Templar
targeted
Archives.
the Robos, both Robos.
Templar
Right, one of the
Archives
robos.
and DT.
Yeah.
He was targeting the DT, but he kind of
Well, because I think he split it up and he did some on the Nexus.
Yeah.
Nexus is not important anymore in that regards.
Yep.
I think he could have,
Okay, here's
focused
another
on Stargate and the Robo.
Here's another attack. They know about it.
Just
These
gonna go
mutas,
back.
man. How do they have at least an upgrade? The mutas don't really have enough. Oh, they're +2. Okay, so that's decent. But they need to be flying around doing something. Look how many things he could have killed, and then it would keep the Protoss busy. But the mutas are just staying put
Oh,
And a
all right. So there's the
run
run by.
by neutrophil.
Well,
causing
these
problems.
these probes weren't mining anyway.
Oh no! Look at these probes. They're gonna be revealed. And Dark Menace has these changelings. Look at these
Well,
probes.
he actually doesn't see it.
That's so risky.
Yeah, well, because I think he's mined out there. But anyway, these charge lots are really doing a lot of work up here. Killed a lot of probes.
Yeah.
So Fleet Beacon is coming. I think he might do an air transition here. Alright, so there's a little lull here. They've drawn their trenches, like, alright, we gotta stay back in our bases.
Oh, Neutrophil's gonna finally decide to finish up this base. He's like, alright, I've had enough of this base.
Yeah.
Although he didn't rally it the right way because
Well,
he's
you
a
know,
little
that'll
busy
help
here.
him out. Because I don't think they're gonna react to this.
There's the
It's too
peeing
far.
on the he's peeing on the robo, but he's still not gonna get it.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, they're not gonna be able to react to that.
Another base, secret base by Neutrophil.
Wait, where are the probes? He hasn't transferred them yet, I guess.
Now he's
Oh, there
gonna
it is.
transfer him. Safe and sound now.
Alright, so here's a carrier transition for Neutrophil.
Yeah. and
This is actually not bad. You
Dark
do
Menace
have.
has the hive, so that's good. And he's getting Spire, Greater Spire. Okay. But carriers are coming out.
Alright, so, but that Typhoon Fusion's on one base, loses a bunch of gateways.
Typhoon needs to expand.
Yeah, Typhoon Fusion needs to expand, but
These,
his third, he
these
hasn't even
mutas aren't
done
doing
full.
anything. They're just sitting put, not doing anything this whole time. This is the worst thing to do with mutas.
This is
Having
the
sitting around. I mean,
ancient
look, if he
fact.
was flying around here, you'd see a lot of things. You'd kill this. You can run away. There's no reason they stay put.
I think when that mothership comes out and he's he's maxed out, he's getting his is that +2 upgrade on the air weapons?
Oh man, look at this new base too. But actually, if you think about it, that's his last new base. And he's making a new one because he's gonna run out of money on the other ones. This is pretty fresh. The others are almost out. So yeah, he needs another base. So there you go. Typhoon Fusion with one Zealot may kill more probes here, which is good. Doing something with it. Most cost-effective Zealot there.
It pulls the army back.
And he's gonna see. He's showing the carriers, though. I'm surprised he's pulling everything. I don't know if you saw it. There's a big attack here on the side. The Zerg is just hanging out here. Really needs to be moving. Alright, so Neutrophil's other pylon is discovered.
Yeah, it looks like Neutrophil is getting ready to move out. I think he's just waiting for the mothership and plus the upgrade on the weapons, air weapons.
Might as well. These are Blink Stalkers, probably?
Yeah, I think it's just he needs to trade these out for next set
might as
of
well
carriers.
Do something with them.
Yeah, he's gonna trade them out, so he's gonna go see what he can get done. If he gets killed, now he can make another set of carriers. So he's throwing these away on purpose.
You know, look, Dark Menace is rich, 5,000 plus and 2,000 plus. So he's actually pretty rich.
But you know,
these armies need to move.
This is the case of where the Protoss gets, you know, what they call StarCraft 1 the finger of God, right?
Yeah.
Now it's
well, then you avoid that finger of God. Really, you cannot fight that. Just fight everywhere. Every time he leaves his base, go kill his bases.
Yeah. Because you can, if you target
and they haven't
with your corruptors, the air units, right? He's gonna storm, and there's Archons underneath that. Let's see. All right, whatever you do, don't throw away your units inefficiently here.
Yeah, he doesn't even have infestors too, so...
Oh no, he's gonna lose, what, 1, 2, 3?
Brood Lords are pretty useless against Protoss.
Yeah, all of the Brood Lords go down without... Well, with the 4 that went ahead. That's not a good trade. He does have a lot of money, Dark Menace, so he's making more Corruptors. There's a run-by. A 1 Zealot run-by that's killing all of the remaining probes of Typhoon Fusion.
Oh man, these mutas need to move and do something. They're just sitting put. What is going on here? They do find this attempt by Neutrophil to expand.
But they still don't know.
Neutrophil's gonna be out of money. If it weren't for this base on the left, right? Theoretically, you could do a starve me out thing here if you want. This is the last game, so wow, what a last game.
Alright, let's see if he's gonna break out here. There's a good concave, but even then, this is a scary
concave at this point. That's not the thing.
Yeah, but look at the storm. That means oh my goodness.
He finally gets the mothership though. And these mutas are gonna get wrecked by all those. Oh my goodness. That is a massacre because
they plummet in supply, both Typhoon Fusion and Dark Menace.
Well, you know, this is just where they don't use the mutas where you're supposed to use it.
Yeah. Like
so how? Well, you guys didn't look around, that's how.
Yeah, his 155 supply right now is in eggs. So he has nothing on the map except for those 2 Brood Lords. Oh, so Typhoon Fusion leaves. Dark Menace is in disbelief. It's like, how can we lose a 2v1?
They lost a 2v1 because you have mutas that aren't doing anything.
Well,
and they didn't scout the map.
Or that.
And you didn't scout the map.
Yeah, they didn't look around.
Oh, but you know, look at these. These Corruptors can clean up if he can fight away from the Archons.
Sure, but even if you kill all of those carriers, you have nothing now to kill these Archons. The Archons are just gonna A-move.
Alright, well, anyway, that's gonna do it. It looks like...
So essentially 2v1s and wins the game.
2-on-1 right there.
Yeah, earning him the right to play against Kodayo in the semifinals.
Team, thinking.
Alright, so that means I need to send you the next set
Team,
place.
thinking.
Let's update challenge first.
Well, that's not a losers match, is it?
No,
Oh, okay. It's upper bracket map. So
it's upper
the
bracket.
Dark Fusion is still alive.
Yes, and so right now as we speak, they're playing their game. That
Cool.
was the
All
two.
right. So let's play the next set.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they were having problems with the lobby, so they switched to Asia. They
Yep.
are, and they're doing that right now. So they kind of got delayed. But trying to update challenge here. Challenge is acting a little bit weird, but all right, there we go. So I'm thinking wins 2-1 against Dark Fusion. So if we look at the challenge, so if you go ahead and switch to challenge stream. All right, so it's Dark Fusion and against Reaper Squad. They're actually playing that game right now. Winner will play Purifiers, and the loser is out of the tournament. So in the meantime, we're gonna be doing our semifinal game between Kodayo and I'm Thinking. I'm gonna send you the replays right now.
All right, guys. We're gonna go to that next game now.
All right, there we go.
FSL Special 2-on-2.
Okay.
The Archaic. Regret. Team Kodeo.
I actually can't hear any audio, so let me come back.
Neutrophil. Miguela.
All right, Freedom, I can't hear any audio from you.
How about now?
There you go.
All right, and so that team, after the introductions, the team is they won 2-on-1.
Team Thinking.
All right, so we got the intros done. The game just started. This is a best of 3, upper bracket semifinals, I think.
Yep. So if we didn't. I don't know if we looked at the challenge earlier, but updated challenge. This is a semifinals. Kodayo versus I'm Thinking, upper bracket.
Yep.
So winner moves on. Play the finals, and the loser still has another life. So
Yeah, Neutrophil went to scout, sees everything seems in order. No, all good here.
yep, that was an impressive win, a 2v1 by Neutrophil. Let's see if he can pull this off again. This is going to be a tough matchup though, since we have a plat and a diamond player on the other side.
Yeah, I don't know if you can pull off the same 2 versus 1 things, especially on this map.
Yeah, it's actually a very popular map, especially for Zerg players. It's because of that setup where the non-Zerg takes the back expansion and the Zerg just takes both up front. And it's pretty easy to get both up front and defend it because, it's the entrance, you can easily rally your units there. In the meantime, the Protoss's base in the back is somewhat safe, other than drops or air units. But let's see, looks like a pretty standard build for both. Zerg hasn't taken his third yet, though. think they're just making sure they're safe. Even makes a spore just in case.
Yep.
Alright, Miguela takes her back expansion. Good, she's making Robo. Now cannon. I'm guessing a cannon is in the front or in her mineral line. No, it's right in the middle. She likes doing that. I guess just a habit.
I guess she wants to protect 2 spots.
Yeah,
I mean, more coverage. So
I think she's played with enough against DTs. Alright, so regret scouting around, looked at the left side. Nothing's there. Just hallucinated Phoenix. Sees what? Sees a Twilight being chronoed. So he can infer, is this charge slot or blinked? I'm not sure if he saw the unit composition that he already has. I think he only saw 1 Zealot, so he's not sure yet. Alright, supply-wise though, Kodayo is ahead.
yeah, you got a Zerg here that's gonna start exploding with.
Yep. Alright, so Miguela needs to start catching up here. She does have her Expo. She needs to make more probes, to really accelerate her mineral income. So she's... Oh, she cancels the... Oh no, she finishes the Observer and now makes a Warp Prism.
Okay,
All
so
right.
are they going for timing? They must be. I don't think they're gonna want to play a long game between these 2.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I think you need to just pick your best strategies or what Miguela is comfortable with, and you go with it.
So while
But
they're
the
doing
longer
that-
they wait,
Yeah.
the longer they wait here, the better unit composition Kodayos become.
+1 for Neutrophil too, and then a Twilight for Miguela.
Okay.
Hydralisk.
All right.
Hydralisk?
Ooh, it's lurkers.
Oh, lurker. Okay.
Yeah, so lurkers with some Hydra upgrades.
Not gonna let that guy get away.
Alright, so picks up the Stalker so he can chase this Overlord with speed.
And gets
so
it.
finally
Nice
picks it up.
job. There's a lot of gateways. Okay, here it is. This is the big attack.
Alright, so they are moving out.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna hit. This is a timing for
Yeah.
sure. They don't wanna.
Yeah. There's the signal ping for Neutrophil telling you, hey, we're going. Meet up there. Let's go. Bring everything you've got.
Regret sees.
Yep. Sees,
Okay,
sees
this
it
is
coming.
it.
Sees,
They're ready. They have 2
sees
immortals.
both prisms.
2 immortal, 1 immortal, but that's a huge army here. This is actually pretty nice timing if they can pull it off. Here it is. Charge slots also.
Ooh.
Very nice. Double prism too. Miguela has her own prism. Shoes back the prism. She still hasn't sieged the prism, so she can make stuff. But this is
So Hydras
there
are
she
out.
is.
There's a drone pull to buffer for the Hydras.
This is a really good timing actually.
It's a good
for them.
timing. Let's see if he survives this.
There's a lot of immortals for the archaic.
Yeah. And the Hydras are doing a lot of work,
Yeah.
and I think they're gonna push this back.
They are. I think Miguel didn't siege and reinforce as fast as needed here. So
Yeah.
they just kind of made just enough, but we'll see. There's still a lot of charge lots here. Here it is. Oh, she keeps unsieging her prism, so that's actually a mistake. Oh, now they can't. They just keep kiting, and then now the lurkers are here, so...
Yeah, now that the lurkers are here, they're gonna have to run back.
Yep.
I think they need to abandon this and go to Plan B if you have one.
Oh, and Miguel,
Miguela's doing a slow warp in here.
oh, if they do a favor, kill the pylon first. And that's what they do! They shouldn't have done that. They should have killed each of the
Yeah.
stalkers one at a time, but that's funny. Probably didn't
Yeah,
realize.
because- Yeah, for those at home, if you kill the warping pylon, then everything
Miguela,
gets
you're alone.
canceled.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it gets canceled, meaning you, as Protoss, you get your money back. You can warp in again, But if you kill the unit while it's warping, you actually kill the unit.
Yeah,
It's not a
exactly.
cancel. So for those at home, target the ones being warped in first.
Okay, so can they hold this? Neutrophil actually should probably send the prism on the other side, but it runs right into them. Shield battery just finishing in time. Gonna
Alright,
need
now
to
the problem here are the
overcharge.
lurkers.
No, didn't do
There's
the overcharge.
there's too many lurkers with immortal support here.
Storm is not
So
done.
yeah, it's
Yeah, the Immortals. Actually, the problem is the lurkers.
well yeah, so the more Neutrophil's workers can pick them off. The problem is can't get close because of the immortal support and the Hydra support without taking a lot of damage
Yeah, it took a
while the
lot of
lurkers
damage to the lurkers.
yeah.
They did a good job cleaning up the lurkers. They did kill the base, but they're gonna back off,
Yeah.
which is not a bad
But
idea for now.
but Neutrophil now is down to one base.
Yep,
Um, he doesn't have a ninja expansion.
not this time.
Than at this time. So right now, I mean, Archaic actually has more supply than Neutrophil, so that is a really bad sign because both of them combined now, there's a big army here for Kodayo.
Neutrophil's gonna go on the right side because he needs to kind of draw attention elsewhere. They can't
Yeah,
just
he's gonna
defend.
see if he can do a Zealot run by or Zealot drop, but it doesn't matter now. The big armies in their front doorstep. Once these lurkers burrow, which they do, I think it's gonna, it's gonna melt the units here for Neutrophil, and exactly that's what happened. I think this is it. This is gonna be the nail in the coffin here. There's more stalkers, but stalkers are kind of like the worst thing you want to have right now with all of these immortals and lurkers. The arcade blinks in, um, picks off these cannons, and I think this should be it. There's a GG for Neutrophil, unless Miguela beats and wins this in 2v1. I think we should do it.
Yeah, right. That's gonna be hard. Alright, that's gonna do it for that.
Yeah.
Let's head
There's
to game 2.
Game number 2. Let's see if I'm Thinking brings it back for game 3 here, but it's gonna be a tough order.
It's a tall order to do that against that team. I think that team is now my new, I think, favorite to win the whole thing. We'll see. Anyway, we're gonna head on to game 2 between Kodeo and Thinking here in Arctic Dream. On the top left, on the right side, the Protoss player
The Archaic.
and, of course, his teammate, the Zerg player.
Regret.
And they are Team
Kodayo.
Alright.
Alright. On the bottom right corner of the map, we have our orange Protoss. He is.
Neutrophil.
And his teammate, the green Protoss. She is.
Miguela.
And their team name?
Thinking.
Alright, so the last time I'm Thinking played this map, that was when I believe
The gold.
yeah, the gold one. Neutrophil took that gold base and just in a weird location, and then set up camp there to be able to push from that point. So let's see if they have a similar plan or they have something else. I'm guessing they're the ones who picked this map again.
Maybe. At this point, 2-on-2s, even myself, I'm like, whatever. It's just too hard to figure out. If they really studied it, they would have a plan. Who knows? We could ask them if they win. Or later on. We didn't do any
Alright, so
interviews.
there
this
is.
season.
Ooh, so there is a proxy pylon, same location. Let's see.
Yeah, and Regret's not scouting there anymore. In fact, his overlords are further than what Darkman has had there. So
And it's just making sure there's no proxy right behind this base.
yep, and he's just gonna get out. So he's not gonna see this at all.
Not gonna see this either. Yeah. Neutrophil does steal the gas, I believe.
Ooh.
So there is a
Stargate,
proxy.
but he's not actually. He's blocking the Nexus, so I don't think he plans on expanding here at all.
But this is gonna be their siege point. So there are links for Regret. Let's see if he actually goes across the map or just leaves them back, or helps the Archaic kill the assimilator. But no, he's gonna go look around actually. So there is Overlord speed again for Regret. He likes doing that so he can have a better idea of the opponent's composition.
I wonder if he'll run into this. This is now a point to watch for everybody. The place I'm thinking.
So there's a Void Ray for Neutrophil. Yeah, I think that's going to be the same type of play here. Void Ray with, let's see, Miguelas are going to be stopping.
Charge is usually what you do this with. He doesn't.
Yeah, but
have
she's
Twilight
making
yet.
stalkers. There's no Twilight, so I think it's going to be all stalkers from her.
Yeah, for Neutrophil,
It'll be
just Void Ray and whatever he can spend on the gateway.
most likely Zealots. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
here's so here's.
Oh,
the
he
pro-
doesn't see an expansion for
Yeah.
Neutrophil. It's one
It's a big
base.
deal now. Yeah. So he's gonna see. Okay, is it on the top side?
Right after this, they'll know. Okay, now he's
Alright, so-
concerned. That's when he's concerned. He's like, what?
At this point, alarm bells are going off.
Oh, no base here
Right.
either? Okay.
Going on.
And
There's
he's
no
not gonna
base.
see any base for Miguela either.
All right. So let's see what they do as a reaction.
Miguela has a pylon to help reinforce a little bit faster. Oh, they see it!
they'll
There
find
it
it.
is. Now they know.
They know.
Time to
Let's-
go. This is one base for both of them.
They
One
should
base
trigger. Yeah, they should trigger Unthinking to get moving because they've been revealed. Stalkers go down for the Archaic.
Here it is.
Ooh,
This is actually
that's-
good. You want to kill the Zerg because they don't have anti-air. You can kind of keep going.
So
at
they
it.
killed that one spine right away, or is it a spore? Oh, so it's a spore and a spine combo here. Oh, this is a
Ooh,
good
this
target
is
by
bad.
DRK. Takes down one of the Void Rays right away. Takes out the second
Oh,
one.
That's bad. Bad control there.
Yeah.
Neutrophil
Now he
actually
can just
makes.
fight the Zealots.
Yeah, he makes a shield battery here. I think that was a problem. I don't think they should have done that, but
That's too far. Well, if he was able to save the Void Rays, he could have used that shield battery to heal up.
Yeah.
But he lost both Void Rays there. I think he got caught by surprise with these six stalkers. They just focused fire on each one of these Void Rays.
and he didn't run away fast enough. Actually, he could have run away.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
And here's the spine trying to root. I think they're gonna pick off the spine really quickly before even roots. But
Looks
here's the Archaic just kiting away.
It's up to Archaic to hold this as long as possible.
Yeah, he is.
And
More
finally-
Hydras are coming though.
Oh,
A lot of
Hydras are here.
That's a lot of Hydras actually. The DPS on that is gonna be crazy.
A lot of Hydras.
With the
With
stalkers right behind them.
Not looking
And-
good.
I think this is gonna do it. There's not enough here. And once they destroy this proxy location here, the base here, there's nothing left for Neutrophil back home. There's no base. All his production production facilities are here. And he's not gonna be able to produce anything soon, after that.
Yeah, 27 supply for Neutrophil. Miguel has a 30.
Yeah. The Archaic even has Blink at this point.
No DTs. Or any
Yeah,
hope
no
of
DTs.
comeback, so.
There he starts off a Nexus, but that's not even gonna finish by the time Kodayo moves across the map here. Right. And so let's see, they move on. The Archaic actually goes back to kill off the last building. It's like, I can catch up to you, I have Blink. Stalkers actually move fast.
And you can't hold this back.
Yeah, you can't hold this now.
Even if you have DTs, you can't hold it back. There's already an Overseer.
Yeah, the cannons are late.
Miguela has a last-ditch effort here on the top right, but even
But
if she
yeah,
succeeds, Neutrophil will be dead.
yeah, it's a big force. And I think that should do it. Oh, it even blinks up. Yeah, so it won't block off the Hydras and the Zerglings. It's now just gonna target the pylon. Blinks out. Yeah, that's it. There's no way Neutrophil can hold this. Miguel's base is trying. I mean, Miguel's forces are gonna try to counter, but you know, DRK can easily recall, and he has more stalkers. And there's the GG by Neutrophil. Kodagil wins 2-0. Moves on to the finals, and I'm thinking perhaps the lower bracket, waiting for their next match.
Okay, there you go. We got that game.
All right, so now let me update the challenge. If you want to switch to a challenge,
Yeah, let's take a quick look at the games now.
All right, so updating challenge to. Okay.
All right,
So now
Kodeo's in the
starting-
finals.
Actually, can you refresh that? Update that? There you go. So we have Dark Fusion and Reaper Squad. We have the replay. I'm gonna send it to you right now.
All right, let's go watch that real quick.
All right, so it's Dark Fusion versus Reaper Squad. Winner plays the Purifiers. And the winner of that plays Unthinking. And we're actually in a good pace right now.
All right, here you go. That's game one coming up right now here in
FSL Special 2-on-2.
All right, we have here on the bottom right, on the left side, the Zerg player
Dark Menace.
and his partner, the Protoss player,
Typhoon Fusion.
and of course they're called
Team Dark Fusion.
All right, on the top left corner of the map, we have our blue Terran. He is
AXD 1987.
and his teammate, the youngest player in FSL. He is
Little Reaper.
and their team is called
Team
Reaper Squad.
Reaper
I don't know
Squad.
if you had the audio
Yep,
for that.
we do.
Oh.
Okay, so what do we
That's
got
pretty
here?
cool. Squad of Reapers. Man, we're really leveling up in our graphics department here.
That's right.
You know, for these teams.
The logos are they put a lot of thought into their logos, a lot of work.
I think that might be the reason why they keep switching teams so that they can come up with new logos.
Yep. But you know, it doesn't get much better than Dark Fusion, Typhoon Menace at this point.
Yeah, they do have a good team name. There's a bunker, firstly defensive, and let's see what Little Reaper decides to do here after his cyber.
Yeah, he's the one that's like the X factor here. He likes to do random things. Sometimes they work out great, sometimes they fail, but that's how it is when you do random things, right?
Problem they'll have is they need to slow down Dark Menace in some way.
Yeah, Dark Menace is the
it's-
dangerous one. Ooh,
if
look at that.
Dark-
Very good scout by Little Reaper. He's
If
actually
Dark
the
Menace-
leader of this group, by the way. He's the one commanding what's happening with AXD, who's much older by 30 years. But he's actually the leader. It's like, we should do this, Uncle Tony. We should do that. And so that's what's happening here. But he has 2 probes here on one.
Yeah,
Too
it's,
much.
That's too many. One too many. But let's see what XD here, what he does.
What is Typhoon Fusion planning with this probe? Is he gonna make another thing here?
He just wants to see to make sure that they destroy it. So
XD. Yeah, right. XD. Bio. 211. Not bad.
yeah. So he does shields first.
Oh, look at that. Little Reaper kills that probe.
Alright, so it's like an expansion by AXE, so it's a not bad setup. Now I'd like
Oh,
for...
did they leave? They left it. Why did he leave that?
That was what?
8 points. 7 hit points.
No,
Oh, Little
no.
Reaper's gonna use the other guy to finish it off. He's like, I need to mine. Like, I've had enough of this. I need to mine.
Well, he does need to mine more. He needs to drop down his expansion.
He's one basing right now. 4 gate. We got a 4 gate on our hands. Little Reaper.
So, Dark Menace is not macroing up, big time. His economy is going to be staying what it is now. He's just going to go for a bunch of roaches here. I think, from his point of view, he thinks that, all right, they're going to do a quick timing on us because they're not going to let it go late game. So I got to make sure we survive.
Here's a problem. He's had these forces to make AXD, but he's not made anything until just now. All this time, he likes to make a ton of stuff, but not making units.
Problem is he's low on minerals. That's why he couldn't make units, and he prioritized the buildings first.
Yeah, which doesn't make sense. You want to make units, because look, this whole time, Little Reaper has a lot more units than you, which is not a good thing. Although he did expand, which is a good thing too. But I don't think they're in sync, because he's expanding and Little Reaper isn't. So, what,
Yeah, they're...
And he's adding Twilight and a Stargate. He doesn't have the money for that. 4 gate plus all that? Where is Mr. AXD going? No, he's checking. Alright, so I guess they're gonna go attack. But already right now, even though they're trying to rush, they're already outnumbered. So that just shows the power of the right build. They don't have the right build.
Yeah, they're not in sync. That's a lot of units coming from...
Although Typhoon Fusion actually doesn't expand, so...
Well, he did the front expansion, actually. It's halfway done.
He finally put it up there. I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think they have enough. Well, there's one tank up there. XE needs to start making units that is not Viking.
Oh, he's making Vikings again?
Yeah, I think...
Vikings are useless this early. We gotta tell him to stop making Vikings. He loves making Vikings. And here's the big attack, and he can't help with those Vikings.
Yeah, Little Reaper needs to run out. He shouldn't have engaged that. He should have fought that up in the ramp. And AXE need to help out, like right now. Vikings need to go in there and land. Tanks need to siege up right now. There. Alright. But this is gonna do a, it's gonna set Little Reaper far back.
Run away.
I think this is gonna do it. There's just too many ropes.
This is just mass.
Yeah.
Little Reaper's gonna try to expand again, but they won't even clean this up, I don't think. Oh, he actually has another base up top left too.
There's nothing in that. Well, there he goes. There's production stuff. But there's just, it's just a numbers game at this point. There's not enough down there. And he unsieges the tank.
Well, he wants to go up there.
Yeah, because if he siege that tank up there, and then sends the second tank, I think, but he wants to save the buildings for Little Reaper, and I think that's it. There's just too many. This is a basic kill check. It's like, all right, we're just gonna rush units, see if you can defend it, right?
Yep. He's probably like, hey, can you lift your building so I can move you? And you can just take the other base. That's actually kind of smart. He says, let me just do the nexus there, you take the other building. But at this point, there's no coming back for this. It's not one of those games where you just kind of come back all the way from scratch.
Now you do not have neutrophil on your team to 2v1 them, so
With secret bases.
with bases, yeah.
And a macro a ball of army. So that's gonna be game 1. You know, here's the good thing about replays. We can go faster until they actually quit. Because there's no way. There it is.
Alright, so the game 1.
There you go, game 1. Now we're gonna hop on to game 2. They're down 0-1.
Oh, they're here, they're here. Ready, ready? Hurry, hurry, Jason, help.
Alright, hopping on to game 2, guys.
Hold on, I got it.
FSL Special 2-on-2.
Okay, here you go.
Just make some markers. Crawl out the board.
Alright, the bottom left, Berserk player.
Oh, they have
Dark
they have
Menace.
And his teammate.
Typhoon Fusion.
Okay. And of course, one of the best names in team history.
Team Dark Fusion.
Alright, on the top right corner, we have our yellow Protoss, also known as
Little Reaper.
and his teammate, the blue Terran.
AXD
His name is
1987.
and their team is called
Team Reaper Squad.
They close it off.
closed it off. They can now well, that means they can't safely expand, but just in case they get rushed again. So that last game, Little Reaper does a 1 base. I'd like for them to really get at least their second base and then make an army. Just 1 base, it's so risky.
Yeah, the only way you do a 1 base 4 gate is if you're actually attacking. But we saw AXD was not actually doing that. He was doing a normal build. So what does that mean? It's only one person doing it? You know,
Yeah,
so that
you have
just
to-
shows they're not doing it.
You have to both do it. Or if one of you, one of goes 1 base and does a quick harass, the other just powers up really quickly, right? Problem is, it has to work together, and I don't think they were coordinated. All right.
Well, looky here. This is that Link special where they tried
Yes,
that. I guess
the last
Neutrophil.
time. Yeah, the last time they played this map, Dark Fusion or Typhoon Menace. You're right. They did a timing here with a bunch of lings and stalkers. Oh no, it was roaches.
No, it was,
and
yeah,
stalkers.
yeah, but this he did the fast links in the game where Neutrophil was 2 versus 1. Right, they took a big lead
Yeah.
out of that. So that's
Yeah,
that's
so-
doesn't
Yeah,
go.
last time they played this, Dark Menace did roaches, and then Typhoon Fusion had link stalkers to snipe the Tempest.
Actually, they're
So-
abandoning that. They're not gonna go more than that. It was just a few safer links. So I thought it was gonna be those mass links, but he's not.
Yeah. But again, they're not expanding. While Typhoon Menace, they're both, they both have their expansion, well, almost up.
The scan doesn't reveal much. I think you should probably scan the front to see if they expanded, but they didn't. And if anything, you make a Reaper to scout for that instead.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that we can improve on that AXE can improve on in his play, but we have to keep in mind he's still in that level. He needs to learn a lot more. Similarly with other partners, um, with Miguela,
Yeah, look at
Typhoon.
that. He has three
Yeah.
turrets already. He's ready for the mid game.
Well, yeah. So he's preventing any type of harassment from the corners. The problem is they don't have
Look at this scout.
entrance.
This scan. He's like, alright, maybe you have a
Yeah.
secret
Yeah, we have to
base.
go right now. We have to go right now.
These are things that we probably should just we need to work with AXD more.
Yep. Those are
Um,
secret base thing. He's probably like, these guys like secret bases. And that would be
Yeah.
neutrophil actually.
Well, I mean, so easy to check them with just sending an SCV and just queue them up,
Yep.
instead of using up a scan
Yeah,
for it.
scan's expensive, so
Yeah.
that's the one thing for sure. But I prefer just having one Reaper and you can just go around. It's like if you can save that Reaper, it's like a free scan that you saved, right? So because you definitely want the scan energy to go into mule energy, so you can. Each mule is like 250 minerals, something like that.
Oh
Right.
no, it's a lot more.
Is it a lot more?
Yeah, it's a lot more.
Oh, this is cool. We can actually see their chat. I didn't know that. Like their ally chat. I thought it was just like all chat.
Well, so it's whoever sends the replay, you get to see their conversation,
Oh, I see.
right?
I didn't know that. That's cool. They know there's no expansion, so Neutrophil, Dark Menace and Typhoon Fusion are just gonna keep making units. Look how defensive they are. These guys.
Yeah. Actually, you're right. It's 225 minerals for one scan, for one mule drop. So every time you use a scan, you're essentially using up 225 minerals.
Oh, this is a cool spot for the tank. You can get to open up his rocks and defend.
Yeah, it's just a lot later. I mean, you're looking at supply right now. Supply is in a terrible spot for our Reaper supply.
Yeah, little Reaper. Has 20 supply. What is he doing?
I mean, he's still.
What is he doing?
He's not mining in. Well, you know what? He does have the money. He has 2.8k.
What is he doing with his?
He's just not spending it. Right? He's dropping down more infrastructure. He hasn't taken his Nexus.
Yeah.
He's waiting for. I think he's waiting for warp. That's one of the things that newer Protoss players, they wait for their warp to finish before they start making units. And as opposed to, you know what, I need to make units, make it while you're waiting for warp.
Oh, and AXC gets caught up front.
But
Oh,
there's
this is a giant force. He does have 2 tanks. That's the good news. And the turrets that he made earlier. Perfect vial shots.
Yeah, but there's nothing
There's too
here.
many here, and I think we got this as the end.
I think if he had more stalkers and if AXD was not in the front position, they probably would have done a better job holding this.
Yeah. Although my feeling is the Dark Fusion will still still come out
Outnactor
ahead.
them.
Yeah, come out ahead. No, I mean even on the attack with all that
the might-
defense, they just have so much stuff here. So unless you do like force fields or something, I just don't see it happening, right? So anyway, that's gonna eliminate Dark Reaper here, and we're gonna move on.
It's actually Reaper Squad.
Dark Reaper. I'm sorry. Yeah, Reaper Squad, not Dark Reaper. Okay, that's it, guys. And just like that,
So this eliminates Reaper Squad.
Dark Fusion
Dark
moves on.
Fusion moves on to face the Purifiers, and I believe they're playing that game right now. Now let's see if I can get game one's.
Yeah, but Hold on, we can probably. Is that live? Okay, yeah, we can just get game 1. Don't start the next game. We can cast it live.
Wait, so but we need to watch their first game though.
Yeah, let's watch the first game.
We need that we need that replay from them.
Oh, and they just started the game. Is this the only one we're waiting on?
Yeah, this is it.
Okay, let me
Oh,
hold
no.
on.
Yeah,
Do
this
we have
is it.
another game? We don't have another game, right? So okay,
We don't
hold
have
on.
it.
Let me
So
type.
if they're playing, just have them pause real quick and send us game 1 of the replay.
All right, we're getting the replay for their game 1 right now. So hang tight, guys.
All right, sending you their game 1 replay right now. Of Dark Fusion and Purifiers. Did you get it? By the way, I can't hear you if you are talking.
Yep, I just got it. Okay, we're
Okay,
gonna start
there you
now. Game 1. Welcome back, guys. This is.
FSL Special 2-on-2.
All right, we're gonna do the intros pretty quickly. On the top right, the Zerg player.
Dark Menace.
All right, top right we have the Zerg player. We have the orange Zerg. He is. And the red Protoss.
Typhoon Fusion.
Team name is.
Team Dark Fusion.
And bottom right,
Spaghettio.
I believe he's random, but he drew Zerg in this game 1. And the teammate of his, he is Cyan. And their team, they've been around, the team that retained the name.
Team Purifiers.
Okay, alright. What's going on in this game, guys?
Yeah. Cyan played well last night in their games against Cyril Sims. Actually, both Spaghetti and Cyan played really well. Let's see how they fare against a really warmed up Dark Fusion team. All right, they played 2 matches already. The past, this afternoon. I don't know the result of this game, so it's an early expansion here for the blue Protoss.
Yeah, it's actually pretty fast expansion.
Yeah.
Might
It's
get punished for
actually that's a Nexus before Cyber there.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
ballsy.
Yeah, it is. And you know what? It's gonna pay off because it doesn't look like the other team is going to punish that anytime soon. Alright, there's 6 lings, but those are just I think Dark Menace makes those standard 6 lings in the beginning. Alright, just to make sure if there are any proxy pylons around the map or scout around. But he's adding 2 more. So I wonder if this is gonna be a lot more committed here. Let's see where he uses his next larva. Oh, another 2 lings. So I think this is gonna be a little bit more committed.
Yep.
I think I think he's gonna
He's gonna see
kill
it
this.
though. Oh, he's
Yeah, but
hiding.
he's
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 trying to
hiding.
hide.
Yeah, he's only gonna show the 6 lings.
That's good.
He's, but he
But still, seeing that
changed
many
up, yeah.
things, kind of like,
Yeah. But if that was me and I see 6 lings, doesn't it just says that your first 3 larvae you're banked waiting for your pool, just use for the lings, and that not necessarily mean he's committing to it. And
Skarloui.
it doesn't. Yeah.
Gonna run into it, is he? Is he?
But he's already droning up, so this is not a full commitment. He's gonna lose these lings because he got surrounded chasing that
Ooh,
one.
but actually, Dark Menace backs off. Why?
Yeah, it
It
backs off.
actually caused some problems.
Well, that triggers Spaghettio to make roaches instead of droning up. So
Yeah, but he saw him pull back, which means he knows. Right? That's the only problem with that. Basically.
maybe I'm not sure if he did because his lynx got killed and he has no more vision after that. All right, but he is making more roaches.
Roaches plus what is Protoss doing? It looks like
Right. So so that triggers shield batteries for Cyan, thinking that there's gonna be a big ling flood.
okay.
So maybe it accomplished what he wanted to do. He just wanted to scare them, put them on the defensive. In the meantime,
They're behind though. Look at this late expansion. Science already almost fully maxed out mineral wise. They have more units.
yeah. Now Spaghettio has a big supply lead, but most of that are in roaches. And the problem with roaches are they're supply inefficient, so it's kind of a little bit bloated. But those are a lot of roaches. Let's see if they are prepared to handle this. Typhoon Fusions.
No.
Yeah, he does have some units here, but he needs to warp in more. And
Darkman is making units. That's good. So
it's good, yeah.
let's see. Okay,
Alright.
they have to fight together.
They have to
Good
fight
back.
together.
Good heading back, and there's the attack.
There it is. There's a good. Alright.
Goes around.
So the thing is, they can't reinforce this very well. So they should be able to, purifiers can't reinforce her very well. So Dark Fusion should be able to hold this. Right, there's no Warp Prism here. They can't just keep attacking. So with that,
However, Typhoon Fusion's supply is really low just because he had a really late start.
yeah, it's really low. He is probing again, so which is good. That's good. That's a good sign.
Now they spot the proxy pylon attempt. Oh, what?
It's a good move
Very
here
late.
by
Yeah, very late reaction for Cyan.
yeah. It's very late. Yeah, you could have saved those 3 stalkers. 'Cause every unit counts at this point.
Cyan's
All
gonna
right,
go
so
back.
where are
There you go. This is good. He's morphing the injured roaches into Ravagers. I like to have Ravagers with my army if I have roaches. Just even 1 or 2. Just because
Yeah.
that bile, you can break force fields, you can make them react, right? If you bile, they have to move the army, whatever it is. Expansion again for Cyan. Wow.
Yeah. That's actually are heading straight for that. So this is gonna cancel this. But right now, what they need are units. Cyan needs to start warping in a bunch of units. Should probably drop a robo at some point here because a lot of these, the counter for them would be immortals. All right, but this is a big army by Spaghettio. Goes up the ramp.
Look at the
Oh,
bile.
where's the Vile? Yeah, the Vile makes him do a move command for a bit.
But there's a lot of
But-
units.
Yeah, there are a lot of units. They're surrounded. So they're trying to push to the right. This is a good
Oh,
Vile.
Vile.
Hits the middle of the army. I think that Vile saved them. Now they can possibly escape or... You know what? They traded well in that battle.
But I don't think there was enough
Yeah, Typhon Fusion, they just didn't have enough units there.
He didn't reinforce either. He just had what he had.
Kill that, kill that.
Yeah, he is banking minerals here. Well, actually, both him and Cyan are banking minerals.
Okay.
Um,
Well, at least they cancel the base, I guess, because now Dark Menace takes his third base.
yep. So it was a pretty
Somewhat even, I guess. Not really.
yeah, somewhat
Maybe.
even matchup.
Oh, he has meters, he has meters.
All right, so there's a Spire for Spaghettio here, and yeah, there is the Robo for Typhon Fusion, which is good. I like it when they make a second Robo, but in this case, he's making two at a time. So he
thing
can
is-
really crank out these Immortals.
The thing is, though, Spaghetti has the gold, like early, so
Yeah, they have three bases up or almost up. Yeah, so they're pretty behind. Now it's really up to Dark Menace to shoot up in supply, to take command in this game. He is getting his upgrades and he's getting his 2-2 already. So
yeah, he's shooting up in supplies. Macro shining through, lots of army, lots of
Oh, that's the
workers. But can he cover enough? We'll see.
yeah, we'll see.
It's like a truce right now.
Yeah, we had a lot of early game action, even mid game action, but now there's just a lull. It's like, all right,
Hey, check out these overlords by Dark Menace. One,
yeah, these are good
Okay.
placement,
two,
right?
3, 4,
Okay,
5,
okay.
6,
Yeah, do look
7.
down there.
Oh, that's
For you,
Spaghettios.
yeah, for you Zerg players out there, this is how you spread your overlords. In this early to mid game, until they start coming out with mutas or anything that'll kill them, then you might start pulling them back. But this stage is a good spread.
Yeah, you don't mind losing Overlord for the information. That's why you do that.
Yeah, but once the first set of flock of mutas come out, right? That's a lot of overlords to be lost. Like 1, 2, 3,
Yep.
4, 5, 6, 7. Right, that's 700 minerals, and you have to remake them for supply. But here's a fleet beacon for Cyan and his fourth base, and I think at some point here they're gonna need to do something about this. Otherwise, they're gonna get smothered with
Yep.
just maxed out unit for both of
They
them.
gotta do something. They can't.
They gotta
just
do
sit there.
something. All right, as we say that, they are moving out. Let's see.
It's
They don't
pretty
know what's.
powerful Roach army, but this
Well,
void
there's
race,
the mutas harassing up north,
yeah,
so
not a whole
That-
lot.
not a whole lot. But there is a cannon there, so I think that cannon might
And
be
this is good. They're
enough.
not backing off. They're gonna try to
Yeah,
force
so
a
they're
fight.
gonna go for it.
There's stalkers here for the void race, so that's the good news too.
Yeah. Ooh. And I like these biles. The biles hit the front. See, he has another
these
set of
stalkers
biles,
were
but
not fighting.
yeah, I think they're gonna lose out here.
Oh, Typhoon Fusion stalkers were not fighting. They were like moving, and then they just died. Oh, and that's because where's the void race do all survive too, so that kind of defeats the purpose of the stalkers.
Yeah, it's just they weren't in sync. And at this stage, the carrier production has started for Cyan. There's 4 at a time, and there's no anti-air solution for it, in sight here. Well, there is Hydras for Dark Menace, but
Hydras are terrible against 3-4 carriers. That's the problem.
Yeah.
After a
Mm.
while, they just like.
after a while,
Yep.
but in the meantime, Spaghettio's transitioning to Ultras with Infestors. Dark Menace is gonna lose his third, which he really needs that to keep pace with the Purifiers, which is just their economy is just going out of control here.
It's game 1, right? So there you
Yeah,
go.
this is game 1. Now Dark Menace is like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna need lurkers here to be able to handle the ground.
It's good massing here, but
Yeah,
there's-
the problem is
all
you
this-
have a Zerg player, Dark Menace, who's on 52 drones and 2 bases against a blue Protoss that has 78
Yeah, I think
drone.
he was forced to make units instead of just macro because he's like, we're gonna die if we just try to macro
Yeah,
here.
and so in the long run here, you're not unless you pick off all of these carriers quickly and then destroy a base here.
Hey, focus fire, nice job.
They get one carrier. Where is Spaghetti? Oh, Spaghetti is coming from behind. So this is, yeah, this is as efficient as you can get in terms of the trade. But now that Spaghettios units are here and the carriers are still shelling damage
Yeah, there was
here.
a fungal there with ultras, and that's
And I think that will do it. They don't have an answer for this compu. Yeah, that's
Yep.
it. That's
and there you go. The game is won by.
Team Purifiers.
All right, so now I think
so we just need
did we get the
game.
game? Did he send a game 2 replay to you?
No, I don't have it yet.
Oh, he sent it to me. Okay. All right, so I'll have it. I got it actually. So, all right, we're gonna do this, and they're playing their game 3 now. I kind of wanted to cast their game 3, but live, but you know they got it started already. So,
Well, don't say that. That's a spoiler.
ah, that's true. Well, actually, I don't know who they're playing, so that could still be a thing. So who knows?
Okay.
They're playing something. Maybe they're playing Ladder. I have no idea.
Or Don't Starve.
Yeah, I don't know. They're playing. Okay, all right, let's go. We are now
Game
in
two.
game 2.
The
All right, so
All right, let's introduce the players on the right side, spawning in the 2 or 3 o'clock location. We have the orange Zerg. He is,
Dark Menace.
and his teammate at the 1 o'clock position, the red Protoss. He is.
Typhoon
The team
Fusion.
name is.
Team Dark Fusion.
okay, and we have the bottom left, the right side. I guess he's random spawn Zerg. We don't really know for sure, right? Because it's a replay.
Yeah.
We wouldn't know, but
Spaghettio.
that's Spaghettio. And now, on the other side, it's his teammate, Cyan. Alright. And that's day 1, game 1. They are called.
Team Purifiers.
Okay, alright, let's go. Let's go see.
This is the infamous 2v1 game with the ninja base here. For
Yeah, that's that
Norfolk.
map. That's the map.
That is that map. But if you notice in that game, that was a quick attack, timing attack for Dark Fusion there. So let's see if they do the same thing here, where they just mass up and then target one guy and knock him out, just like what they did with Nigella.
So far, pretty normal, right? So
Yeah. Well, it's really is after this pull is done, is Dark Menace gonna make a lot of lanes or drop down a Roach Warren, right? That's a big question here. For the Protoss, we just have to wait until the Cyber is done. Oh, I like, well, is
I
that a
love this
block?
gas steal too.
Yeah, that is a block. So this was a good block. You know what happened there? Is Typhoon Fusion scouting and then prevented Cyan from dropping his Nexus first. And so Cyan had to go back and drop his Cyber, and then so he can drop his Nexus. Or no, the other way around. So Typhoon Fusion was trying to drop his Nexus, and he couldn't. And so he had to go back and drop his Cyber.
But at least there was a gas steal, so that changes things a little bit, I guess.
Yeah,
A
this-
little revenge.
It just throws him off. But there is a Baneling Nest for Spaghettio. So I hope that Dark Menace doesn't go ham on Zerglings here. Alright, so let's see.
If
He
he's
does
good
have
at
a
avoiding
number.
Baneling hits, though, actually did practice game with Dark Menace, Ling Bane. He's actually pretty decent with avoiding Baneling hits. So you can, if you're much better than your opponent at doing that, even if they have the tech for Baneling Nest, you can beat them with just mass lings.
Yeah, so let's see here. Another skill check. But he does drop a Roach Warren, so he's not going to be committing to just Lings here.
Yep.
I think he's going to transition to Roaches after this.
They know
But
about it
let's see what
now.
Kid does. Speed's about to be done in a few seconds here, and I think he can do a lot of work on the expansion. Banelings are not ready yet. He picks off a Queen. This is a really good start here for Dark Menace and their team. Picks off a few of the drones. No, he's trying to prioritize the Queen. Right, Cyan comes down to help. But just a few, handful of links there in the beginning.
That caused a lot of problems.
Yeah, it caused a lot of problems. He, picked off a Queen. Queens are expensive, right? Queens are 150 minerals. And so that's equivalent to 6 lings. And he has to remake it, and he can't inject during that time.
And the
At
other
the same time,
one's
he picked
almost dead too. Alright.
Picked off drones as well. He drops his own Baneling Nest.
Yeah, I'm surprised he drops his own Baneling Nest there. But I guess he saw a
Because
lot
he
of
already-
good Bane.
Because he already had his Roach Warren, I think. Oh.
So if I get a baby.
Alright, so
Ooh, triggers one of the Banes. Nice job.
that's a good trade there. I like that Typhoon Fusion is going air here early. So he's trying to hide it actually.
Yes, that's a smart move.
It's a good move. And Cyan's going Robo. But here are some Banelings from Spaghettio, but the Banelings are
That's
done.
so. Watch out.
Chases him out.
I don't think you want to do a Ling Bane war right here. Too dangerous.
Alright, so they're gonna try to poke. There are adepts. These adepts could actually cause problems here if they're not dealt with. Just spinning back and
There you
forth.
go.
Alright, so good trade there. Alright, they should be able to handle this. Roaches are in production now for Dark Menace. Typhoon Fusion still has not revealed his Void Ray count. Alright, so this is...
Okay.
Let's see how
Ooh, he backs off.
Dark Menace handles this.
Ooh, White Cyan only 2. Those 2 are going to be forfeit.
Yeah, they're gonna be taking that real quick. He's gonna go to Typhoon Fusion, but little did he know that there are actually Void Rays up there.
Oh, and good block. Very good
That's a
block.
good block. He hasn't shaded yet. He can actually bypass
He's
these
still
blocks,
hiding it.
but
This is good.
still hiding it. But I think he can see those double Stargate already. Right?
Yeah.
At this point,
He's like, oh, they have double Stargate. He doesn't know if he's hiding it or it's just slow. So,
alright, but he is gonna. He moves the Void Rays away, but grabs a few probes with it. Alright, so where are we? Typhoon Fusion's at
Ooh,
39
look at this.
supply. Oh, there's a warp in now. He needs to use those Void Rays
This
now.
oh my goodness.
Alright, so he does bring it. He's gonna target. He does prismatic alignment, but that does nothing extra for the adepts. He needs to take care of that warp prism, but he's prioritizing the adepts so he can mine. But now since he has prismatic alignment on, he can't chase. He's too slow. Alright,
Alright, not
actually Dark Menace signals, let's go attack. Alright, he pings on the other side of the map. Like, alright, let's go. This is our time. They found out your
your tech.
tech, but 7 mutants are on the way. Yeah, he needs to bring those stalkers though. There it is. So the stalkers are on the way. They're getting in position and
Pretty
oh,
good.
not sure. There's a third. Yeah, they need to get they need to cancel this third because otherwise they're gonna start
Yeah,
falling down.
Spaghettio is playing this pretty smart too with the expansion. However, he might die because these guys are aggressive. Let's see if his mutas go home. They shouldn't go home. They should go and attack.
They should. But let's see what he does. It's still
Okay, he's
parked in
gonna
the
attack.
middle.
There you go.
There, here's an attack. Now does Dark Menace have any spores? I doubt he has any spores right now.
Nope.
But there's one queen there. He should evacuate with the drones as soon as possible. But he's busy with microing in the front lines here. And he's just gonna go. They're gonna go.
There's the
The
pool.
drones run back. Force in production. And there's a bunch of Banelings again. This
Oh, that's
worked
a
out for
lot.
last time. But let's see if it does this time.
Actually, didn't do good hits.
Yeah, there was a good split here. Just not letting the bulk of the units to take the damage from the Balin hits, but yeah, this is a good force here. But what's going on in their base? All right, so they're losing stuff in their base. They need Typhon Fusion just needs to make some phoenixes or some sort of, or yeah, warpin stalkers.
But
Yeah,
at
but
this
this is a
point,
good
I
force.
prefer Typhoon Fusion focusing on the attack because this attack is really the when you have a
Well,
partner.
Yeah, so they're gonna knock out Cyan's natural, and I don't even think they have the right composition to stop just this group of units here. And more units are coming from Dark Menace, so
Oh, gets the Spire.
it's Aspire. Now, this is a good macro game for Dark Menace, right? He's on top of his unit production.
Ooh, there you go. And
So I think that game was about unit composition. They had just had a better one in the front lines.
yeah,
And at the same time, Dark Menace produced a lot more units. He was ahead in supply for the most part of the game.
Yep.
So it's good.
all right, now we're caught up, and
We're now caught up. There's tied 1-1. Loser is
we
knocked
need
out
a
of
game
the
3. Where can we get a game 3? Replay. We need the replay. Alright, I'm getting the replay for game 3 now.
So whoever wins this plays I'm Thinking, and we can probably cast that live.
Yes, we can. We can cast I'm Thinking live after this if whoever wins this. So. Alright, I'm waiting for the replay. He's sending it to me now. We can load that up, and then you might as well get I'm Thinking live. I'm Thinking prepared. Thanks, by the way, to Adi G9 for the follow. We're getting really close to getting to the final of this. Right now, if you look at the bracket, this is we're about to head to the loser semifinals. So yeah, I'm looking at that. I don't think the bracket's updated, right? With the last game?
It is just
Oh,
refresh.
it is. Okay, let me just refresh it again. There it is. Okay, so yeah, after this we'll go to the losers finals. And okay, now I got the
Yeah, so we have one game left with the Dark Fusion and Purifiers. After that, we have potentially, just 2 more matchups. And the finals will be best of 5, right? Or best of 5 with Kodayo up 1-0.
exactly.
Right.
All right, we have the game loading up now. This is it, game 3 of our match.
FSL Special 2-on-2.
Okay.
All right.
So on the bottom right corner, we have our Orange Zerg. He is
Dark Menace.
and his teammate, Purple Protoss. He is.
Typhoon Fusion.
And their team name?
Team Dark Fusion.
Okay, their opponent, random spawning as Terran.
Spaghettio.
And of course, we need to get an intro for him one day. It's Cyan, the Protoss, and their team.
Team Purifiers.
Okay, guys. best of 3 here. Nothing of note just yet.
Alright. So, looks like Spaghettio draws Terran this time. And let's see if he does his, the strat that he likes to do the most, which is just Mass Reapers in the beginning.
Yeah. Ooh, look at that. Good steal here by Typhoon Fusion. If he's doing Mass Reapers, that slows it down quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
And he lets him out. He's like, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
You can get out.
It's like, yeah, I don't care. You can go out. You stole my gas, so I'm gonna let you get out.
Alright, what else is happening here? We have just standard stuff other than the gas steal. There are Reapers being produced. Well, one Reaper. There's second Reaper.
Oh, Typhoon
And
Fusion steals the other gas too.
Wow. So it's a
Okay.
good start here. Yeah, good start here for Dark Fusion.
There's the Reaper causing problems now.
Yeah, he needs to bring those Zealots back. The Zealots are in the
Yeah.
front, just chilling.
Actually, you have
And
enough
this is-
time to have a stalker.
Yeah, this is
So-
causing a lot of mining interruption here.
And there's 2 of these actually. He needs to chrono a stalker out. He's not done it yet.
Right. So yeah, again, like I mentioned earlier, right, this is a case
Oh my
of
gosh, there's 3.
I'm waiting for my warp. Alright, so there's 3 Reapers now. This is gonna do a number here on Typhoon Fusion. I think
Oh man, this is a terrible start.
he's not used to how to handle Reapers. Alright, so the Zealots are finally back, but this sets him back a lot.
Yeah, he doesn't even have a base coming up. The other team is already expanded, as you notice.
Yeah. There's
He's
a lot
gonna
of
get
Reapers.
1 Reaper, that's the good news.
He's gonna lose
Where
his
are their
food, though.
units?
Yeah, where are their units?
Where's Dark Menace's units? They saw this.
So they are just getting Reapered out of this game.
I think this game's gonna end just by something as basic as Reapers after you stole the gas.
Yeah. Now roaches are coming out, but this is
Too
causing a lot of problems for
Too
them.
much damage already though, I think. But ooh, he walks by it, doesn't see it.
Alright.
Alright, you know what? We'll just follow these Reapers. That's where all the action is. Look, Menace is positioning on the bottom. Just
Yeah, but they can escape to the left. So
yeah.
Alright, but they do escape that way. He's gonna lose a few more Reapers.
Or
No,
not.
actually, he doesn't.
No focus fire.
Alright. They're falling behind now. Well, specifically Typhoon Fusion. He's still at 29 supply.
Oh, that's a big army too. Because of all this, massive army now. Everyone's comfortable.
Yeah, and that's a lot of Marines, and so a Void Ray is not the type of unit you want right now. Right, you need to get charge slots, and to storm. He's just massive Marines at this point.
Double Robo too.
Well, Dark Menace is getting a Baneling Nest, but there's more damage here from the Reapers. Alright, he's probably gonna clean this up. Final Reaper's gonna fall, but it's done its jobs. Right, really setting them back. Stim is on the way. Mass Bio, but there is no Medivac in sight anytime soon.
3rd base.
Yeah, so Dark Menace needs to get his expansion up. He needs to be the one to macro up here to even up the odds. Problem is he's stuck in Roach Tech. And
This is a
there
huge,
is, there's a
huge
Robo.
army.
Yeah, he's making 2 immortals at a time against a bunch of roaches here for Dark Menace. Alright, so there's an expansion for Typhoon Fusion, but alright, so Zealot Charge is on the way.
He needs to spread his creep too. He has 2 queens here. He hasn't spread the creep yet.
Is he gonna have enough time? Are they gonna have enough time to make a good composition against theirs? Right, let's see.
At this point, you hope they keep expanding and don't attack you.
Yeah. Purifiers just content right now. They're not moving out. Alright, so the problem here is really the supply. Alright, Typhoon Fusions. Alright, there you go. He's starting to warp in Stalkers. But, I think at this point you need to warp in Zealots. Since you have Charge on the way, you just need to start massing Zealots. You need some sort of tankier unit against this bio.
Well, he
But-
thinks he has roaches to have tank for him, but
Yeah,
here
but
comes
there
the
are
killing
two-
push.
Yeah, I think this might just end the game here. There's just too many units
Well,
here.
look at the army supply. That is a
Yeah.
big advantage of army supply. That's another 1400. It's 33% bigger, 40% bigger overall.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a lot of firepower in there with all the marines.
he can snipe those immortals real quick with the Void Rays.
They're staying
but
together. That's a smart thing.
There's-
There's a tank.
and
Oh man.
Tank's gonna siege up, and I think
No biles, nothing.
this is a killing push right here. There's a good concave. There's Zealot Charge going in, which is good. This is a good engagement for them. There's a Baneling.
Oh,
but-
the Banelings!
They're actually
Nice
gonna hit it.
Nice hit on the
Right.
Banelings, but does he have enough?
There's just not enough here. Yeah, I
Of
think
course, recalling it is pointless. And then
a few more units here would have done it, but I think pulling of the drones just signals, losing battle, and there's a GG. And Dark Fusion is now eliminated. Purifiers move on.
Team Purifiers.
All right, and so let's update challenge real quick.
okay, now we're headed to the big fights.
Yeah. So this was a 2-0, right?
Yes.
Or 2-0.
Oh, 2-1.
2-1. Oh yeah, they won the
Yep.
Purifiers 2-1. Okay, so the next game is the Thinking and Purifiers. Because of schedule restrictions, they went ahead and played that game, and they're playing it now as we speak. So I don't know where they are.
All right, we'll take a break.
So
And see if
we'll-
we can cast.
yeah, we'll check on their status and go from there.
All right, we'll be right back, guys. We'll be back. Alright, we're back. I don't know if Seth, you're back yet, but...
I'm back. I'm here.
Alright, so they're in the middle of game 2. So I told them, as soon as that game 2's done, send us both the replays. We'll cast them. And if there's a game 3, don't tell us. But just hold off so we can cast it live. Okay?
Sounds like a plan.
Alright. And then we can do the other one. And then it will be done early. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, we essentially have 2 matches left.
Yeah, exactly. 2
so-
matches at most. 1, 2... At the, you know, maybe as little as 4 more games, right? If this is a 2-0 and then the other one is a 2-0, right? Because then that'll be a 3-0 on the best of 5.
If that is the case. But the last time, well, let's see.
Well, I'm just saying, that's the lowest possible number of games. 4 games. Minimum will have 4 games for you guys. Maximum will have 3 plus 5. 4.
Well, 4, yeah.
Yeah, 7.
Maximum of 7 games.
Maximum 7 games, but as little as 4
As
games.
3.
4
Oh,
games.
4 games.
Yeah, 4 games. So 4 to 7 games for you guys coming up. And the finals will be live for sure. So until then, they're finishing up game 2 right now, so and then I'm supposed to get the replay, so that's what I'm waiting on, guys. Just hang tight. Got the replays? Okay, they're sending the replays now. There you go, we're about to cast it. So I'm waiting on the replays. We'll be there shortly. It'll be Purifiers versus Team Thinking, and for that one, I don't know. I think Purifiers is a stronger team just because, you know, that's too much load to carry, I think, on one side, right? I don't know. I mean, they could pull something off, maybe.
Yeah, unless you hit a specific timing, right?
That's the only way they can win. They have to hit a timing, I think.
Yeah. The problem with lower league players is getting into that maxed out army situations, right? They can't, you know, number 1, can they get there? Number 2, can they micro those units well, right? And so it's hard to get there. So I think it's just better to just do a timing where Miguel is comfortable with the unit set and they can go together.
All right. Well, guess what? Here's game 1.
Well, we'll find out. And that's why they play the games. We'll see what happens.
FSL Special 2-on-2.
All right, let's introduce the players. In the bottom left corner, we have our orange Protoss. He is
Neutrophil.
and his teammate, the red Protoss. She is
Miguela.
and their team name is
Team Thinking.
Alright, and the top left, we got good old Cyan, the Protoss player. And his teammate, random spawning as a Terran.
Spaghettio.
And of course, their team.
Team Purifiers.
Alright, so I think Spaghettio's gonna go Reapers again. Let's see if Team Thinking is gonna handle that a little bit better.
Well, guess what? They have Neutrophil on that side, and he deals the Reapers a lot in his Protoss versus Terran games. He will have a Stalker out for this. I don't see him making two Zealots, right? Those kind of things. He will have something, maybe even an Adept. So it's a normal timing. It's a big map too, so I don't think he can get the Reapers out in time.
Yep.
So they definitely won't deal with that real delay that the other team dealt with. That's not an issue here. Can they mass up like the other one, right? That's the problem.
Yeah, so let's see if Neutrophil and Miguela does some sort of a proxy push off of the,
Doesn't look like it.
But it doesn't look like they're not even sending out any probes to the other side. But you know, in their game against Kodayo, I remember in heavy artillery, they did mass up a goods unit composition and they went attack together.
They
It's
just
just
ran into
that,
lurkers.
yeah, they ran into the lurkers at the wrong time. The lurkers just popped out at that moment.
What the heck? Cyan made a scouting pylon. He should cancel this. Which he doesn't, oddly.
He does. That's 100 minerals. Is it just to keep them busy and occupied, and when then the Reaper harasses? Let's see
Oh,
here.
he's blocked. Okay, I see what he did. So this is really funny. He actually blocked the stalker in with these
so that
two
he can go
pylons,
and
so
help.
he can do. However, is that worth the two probes or one probe
Well,
and all the lost mining time? Yeah, I guess, but
That the last mining plan is key there.
I guess so. But I just don't think it's worth it. Two
Yeah,
probes.
the first one I agree with, but the second one, maybe not so much.
Right. Well, if he at least gets a scout, right? With these Reapers, the Reapers are out patrolling. There's quite a bit of Reapers still. Still more coming. They're gonna need a shield battery to deal with this. There's another Stalker. They have, I think they have enough army here with the having to micro against Zealot, and it's not like they're dealing with Beyond. So there's a shield battery. So he's good. I wouldn't attack on the right side anymore if I'm the Reapers. I just attack on the left side. And he's actually just gonna chill. Which means, after all said and done, it's not enough damage to do all these Reapers. Unless they're not done.
Yeah, they're gonna circle back around on the other side, but there are 4 Reapers now. I mean, 4 Stalkers now, which means they can focus down a Reaper much better.
Yeah, check out the Prism though.
Yeah, the Prism's now gonna start harassing.
Oh, good dodge on the mines. He's gonna push him back. Can they handle this on the other side? And actually, that's the Terran side too. So where the Reapers are not in position.
Cyan will be there to help though. So
Yep. What is he gonna warp in on that side? That's the question. No movement here because he's busy warping in on the other side Adepts. That's a lot of Reapers now. There's still a shield battery here, but that's a lot of Reapers. The Adepts...
so in the meantime, the Adepts are killing a lot of SCVs.
Ooh,
so
surround!
surrounded!
Ooh, what a beautiful surround! Is that worth it? I
Yeah,
think
because the Adepts took his attention away from the Reapers and allowed him to surround these Reapers.
However, he'd lost so many probes though. So he has to kill as many probes for 2 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, well, after all said and done, 28.
Yeah, he's down. Neutrophil is down to 4 probes. Which
Oh, this is not good at all. I mean, he's gonna have to borrow money. Miguela being down 4 probes is fine, but their lead guy can't be down this much. Oh my goodness. But he's not done. You know what? He's gonna harass on the other side. Gotta watch out for these stalkers, though. Yeah, at this point... Okay.
Alright, so if that wasn't enough, he does drop Spaghetti of 19 workers, but the problem here is that Cyan has just been free to build up, and he's now up 40 probes with an expansion and enough infrastructure to keep producing units.
Yeah, this is where you start chronoing just your workers if you're the Protoss.
Yeah, but you know, nine probes.
There's too many workers killed. I think you know how he surrounded it. That was great. But at that point, I would rather not lose workers. It was a good surround, but I'd rather not lose that many workers.
Yeah, I think he should have overcharged that shield battery. All right, so this is going to be a very big uphill climb here for Neutrophil.
Yeah, not quite 2 versus 1 situation, but this might be worse in some ways.
Yeah, it's harder because the two players that he's facing
Oh,
against.
but you know what he's doing? DTs.
If he
That's the
finds
one
there,
way to come back in here. There's no robo. There's no turrets.
no, there is a robo.
Oh,
Because
there
I
is?
saw him.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
There
Oh,
is a
there it
robo.
is. There it is. Okay, here's the harassment. Maybe they'll go back because they can't take this giant force. He doesn't go back. The other forces do not go back, but they have to deal with this. Oh no, this is a huge force.
Well, so how far along? Can you change to production tab? See how far is the BT shrine?
90%.
Almost there, 90%. But the attack's already here. So I was
Big
thinking,
army.
well, but even then they'll have scans. So
Yeah, one scan, dead. No DTs on the other side or anything. He does have the prism. There's blink too, which further is a problem. And he's gonna lose the prism, and that's gonna do any sort of comeback.
yep, and that should do it.
That should do it. It's just not physically possible to deal with that many.
So game one goes to Purifiers. Yep. One immortal, hero immortal. There is a DT, but there's a scan. So
Team Purifiers.
G.
Alright, we're gonna go to game 2, guys, right away.
You have the replay.
Yep. Cool. And then we'll see if we have a third game that we can cast live.
Well, this might be the last the replay because it's either we cast the game 3 live or we cast the game 1 of the finals live, right?
Yep. Okay, here we are. Game 2 in our special event.
FSL Special 2-on-2.
All right, let's introduce our players. Spawning on the 3 o'clock location, we have our orange Protoss. He is.
Neutrophil.
And his teammate, purple Protoss. She is.
Miguela.
Their team name.
Team Thinking.
Alright, and bottom right, the random player is Terran again. Unless he's really just picking Terran. I can't really tell, of course, since this is a replay.
Spaghettio.
I have a feeling he has, but go ahead.
And then, of course, Cyan, the Protoss. No intro for him. And they're with this team.
Team Purifiers.
Okay, this is the infamous 2 versus 1 game.
Yeah, I think he picked Reaper with how well this Reaper opening has done and the opponents not knowing how to deal with
Properly
it.
deal with it, yeah. This is actually an even better Reaper map.
Yeah, because you have a lot, that
You have
jumping
3
point.
spots to hop in.
Yeah.
Cyan opening with a Forge, though. Is he cannon rushing? And yes, he is.
Ooh,
But
so
he's
sad.
cannon rushing the one that actually,
That will put cannon-
that actually has cannons. That's funny. She just has to put one
She
down
puts
here.
cannons on both sides. So
Yeah.
and Cyan is gonna see it. Is he gonna cancel it? All right, so the neutrophil sees it as well.
Yeah, that cannon covers that cannon already, so.
Yeah. And he
Oh
even
no!
kills it. Now, I don't know
Nope.
why she's pulling here. There's
It's
no
just a
reason.
reaction, I guess. But
I just
I'm
need
glad
to
she
mine.
pulled back because there you go. That puts an end to that.
But she's still, yeah, she's mining now.
She's safe either way, no matter what. Look, Neutrophil's like, alright, great. We're off to a great start. But however,
Yeah.
okay, so Spaghetti is not going Reapers on this Reaper map, actually. He's just going normal 1-1-1.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do some sort of marine drop or no double. No, it's gonna be a banshee play, just like how what he did against
Okay. So it's,
Errol Sims.
yeah, so it's double Starport Banshee. Now, here's the cool... Oh, Lutrophil has a cannon already. And he's
Yeah.
not gonna scout. That's the thing with him, right? He you know, he's not making a sentry though, so I was gonna say he usually does a hallucination thing, but
Yeah.
we're a whiles away till these banshee things will come into play. We got quite a bit of time, so
Well, I mean, he
he is
he
doing
used
this trick
both
though.
yeah, he used both his factory and the barracks to make the tech lab ahead of time. So now he can start
Okay,
producing.
yeah, this is
banshees for
actually pretty good. There's a pylon on Neutrophil's side because naturally he'll attack on Neutrophil's side. There's a Robo. Okay, that's a big deal. So if he puts a shield battery here with one stalker, he should be just fine. Look, he
Yeah,
closed.
so well, Nuka closed up, I think, in that.
Yeah, for the
stage of the-
cannon rush, yeah. He closed it up for the cannon rush, that's why he did that. And look what he makes, a cannon.
So I
So,
think he might be okay, right? Unless Spaghettio commits on these banshees and makes what 6 or 8 of them, right? But the first two is not going to do much against the cannons. All right, so there's the Twilight. He's got his expansion, but Miguela needs to get her
these
expansion.
are speed banshees he's working on, of course, too, so. Miguela is...
She's falling behind here, but she does have. She's making a lot of gateways already. So,
There's
so
the
here are the
banshees.
banshees are going across. They're not gonna do much at this stage unless he really commits to them. There's no observer yet, but there are cannons already, so his mineralized safe.
Okay, so that's what Neutrophil is doing. He wants to clean this up.
Fine. Alright, so here the banshees cloaked, but there is a cannon already there. It's a good pull here by Neutrophil. He does lose one.
He's like, what? There's a cannon there too?
Alright, so he's gonna circle around, see if he can get anything.
Oh, the other
done on
side
the
doesn't
other
have
side.
anything. Yeah, but he is chronoing a an observer.
Yeah, actually, this is gonna kill what, 3, 4 probes. So one runs out, the other one runs out as well, and
Okay,
deals with
that's
it.
definitely
So,
not a good trade.
yeah, it's not worth it at this stage. He kills what, 3 to 4 workers at the most.
For 2 banshees, you'll take that any
Right.
day.
Now that's gonna be what.
Hey, he's
battle
transitioning to battle cruisers probably, which can be pretty cool.
Right, because when we see a fusion core, right, you have 2 options with the fusion core: either battle cruisers or ranged liberators. I don't think it's gonna be ranged liberators here.
No. Battle
Cyan
cruisers
is
better.
taking its 3rd though.
Yeah, this might work out for team thinking because they'll mess up. You're waiting for battle cruisers, that'll take a while. And then the Protoss is taking a 3rd, which means he doesn't, shouldn't have a lot of infrastructure to make units to match.
Right, yeah, but the problem is Miguel's. Well, actually,
Look how
Miguel
many
does have
look
a
how
big
many
push.
stalkers she has. She has a lot. She just needs to get out. Is she getting blink or something? What's she waiting
Yeah, I
on?
think she's gonna get blinked here.
So she needs to get out on the map before this base gets fully saturated, and then there's battle cruisers.
I think they're just so 2 battle cruisers are coming with research on
Charge
the Yamato.
for neutrophil. For
Yeah,
for
but Miguel
Miguela,
needs.
no blink yet. Okay, look, the expansion is done. Timer is there. Every minute that goes by, the other team is getting more and more money, richer and richer, getting ahead. So your window is closing to attack.
Yep. And problem here is, I mean, you do have cannons there, but one or two cannons is not going to be enough for double battle cruisers. If they do decide, I mean, if Spaghetti, oh, there's a warp in by Neutrophil on Cyan's base. Let's see how much that gets done. Right, so just four Zealots, but that wrecks the entire mineral line. It just puts all of
wow.
the mineral probes.
How did that wreck so many? And he can actually attack on the other side, but he hasn't seen it yet.
Yeah.
He's gonna take out one more pylon.
Is
Ooh, so close.
more swipe there, but all right. So the battle cruiser's done. They're going straight for Neutrophil. What does Neutrophil have? Does he even have?
He sees it.
Yeah, this reveals it. Miguela needs to.
She needs to help out soon. So she needs to break the thing and help out. There's a big attack here. I think if they crush this attack, they can push back and win.
Yeah, but Miguel needs to move out, which I think she is moving already, but she's stuck and she can't get out.
Oh
my she's waiting for Blink.
You don't want to wait for Blink. Just destroy the middle part. There you go. And she's gonna lose 3.
Well, it's a good storm, but she's still
by
waiting
herself.
for Blink.
What the heck?
Miguel's like, I need to help. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it finally destroys the stupid pylon.
Well,
but
Phil is the one who destroys it for her.
it's like, alright, dude. There's 4 battle cruisers. This is tough. And Miguela can't warp in.
Yeah, and I think this is pretty much gonna do it here.
Because of that pylon that block things, loses everything. Oh my
Neutrophil won
goodness.
much before this big engagement.
I think they would have crushed it. Honestly. And because
Well,
the 2 battle
yeah.
cruisers weren't there yet. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, and that.
Alright, well, looks like we have our next set. We have our final set. So that stupid pylon ruined everything, right? It's all about the pylon. I think that's like a Protoss thing. There's always a pylon that screws it up. For the opponent or for you as a Protoss. Either a pylon block or a literal pylon block. That's the story of Protoss, pretty much. Okay, guys. We have game 3 coming up. I mean, the finals coming up now.
Actually, I'm gonna need to switch devices here, so I'm gonna be right back
Alright.
because they're playing in the same office. So, be back.
Alright, guys. No more replays. This is live now. For the finals, it's Kodeo versus Purifiers. So hang tight. We're setting it up. Meanwhile, I kind of want to check the football games, but so hang tight, boys and girls. I'm still kind of loading up the other thing. Seth is getting set up, so we'll be casting the finals now. Finish it up for today. This is the third 2v2. So this is the grand final, so the third 2v2 we've ever had. Okay, grand finals coming up. Let's put it. If you guys haven't noticed, there's a special guest on our chat. Oh, I used the wrong thing. So the team is there you go. Now you guys got the. I think we may have to play this in Asia. Now that I think about it. So, I'm pretty sure we have to do this in Asia because BattleNet is screwed up right now. Blizzard didn't take care of things. They did this release. It broke lobbies and they didn't fix it and they left it broken until people come back from vacation. Which I'm really shocked. How the heck can you have, as a big company, have no rollback plan? How can you not have any testing? Right? Just for a stupid little upgrade, which obviously is a huge downgrade for everyone else. So that's broken. I heard replays, watching with other people is broken. All kinds of stuff is broken. What the heck was this that was installed for this December? What was so special that you had to break everything? Of course, that wasn't their intent, but what's so special that they can't roll it back? Right? That's my question. It's a patch beta notes. So we're all at 200 ping because we're in Asia, man. So everyone's dealing with it. So I think because of that, we should be all pretty fair on that. Everyone's dealing with the same thing. So look at this. Patch 505 notes that broke everything in December. With some stupid commander Zagera where no one cares about it. That's really all they did. So how does that break everything? The spray notification no longer shows a blue placeholder icon and then a co-op commander. Those two changes does not break everything. You know what this is? They did something else. And they don't, they're not gonna admit to it. Those two things can't possibly break everything, right? I don't care how bad of a programmer you are to make those two changes. They have nothing to do with lobbies. They have nothing to do with replay opening as a group. They have nothing to do with anything else. They did some other stuff that broke it. So we're gonna have to hop into Asia, I think. Right, Seth?
We are in Asia. We're just waiting for you right now.
Oh, okay, cool. Alright, so I'm hopping on Asia right now and then we're ready to get this game started. The finals, finally. We can cast this live. Ready to go. It's gonna be purifiers. Make sure people watching this, if you're playing in this tournament, turn off your stream. No cheating or you will be banned forever. Not only that, I will come and strangle you personally. Alright. We're ready to start this, guys. The grand finals. So, as stated there, because the Kodayo...
We're good to go.
Yeah, Kodayo is up 1-0 because they are in the finals with no losses. They're up 1-0 in this best of 5, which means Kodayo just has to win 2 games. We're good to go. Let's get started.
Okay. Alright, so we're starting. And teams are good. Let's do this.
No, this is best of 5, right? Yeah, it's a best of 5. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Enough chatting with these guys. Let's get this
Hold
started.
on, Let me make sure they know the rules before we get started. So Kodeo just needs to win 2. Purifiers need to win 3.
Regardless, it's like they're like the Washington football team. They don't need to worry about anything else. They just have to win, right? And they haven't
Just
done
focus
that.
on, just like in football, just focus on your next game, not your game 5 games from now.
Yep. All right, guys, we're starting it off now. This is
FSL Special 2-on-2.
That's right, FSL 2-on-2 special. This is the grand finals. We'll either cast just 2 games or 4 games.
All right, let's introduce our players. Spawning in the top right corner of the map, we have our pink Protoss. He is
The Archaic.
and his teammate, Orange Zerg. He is
Regret.
Team Kodeo.
Team
There you go.
Kodeo.
And alright, so the bottom team, I think he's picking Terran, honestly. He's not
yeah.
random
He picked
anymore.
Terran this time. Yeah, he picked Terran this time.
Spaghetti-O.
That's Spaghetti right there. That's right. And of course, we got good old Cyan, the Protoss player. And of course, their team.
Team Purifiers.
So, Archaic's looking for a cannon rush, which isn't coming.
They
Right?
blocked off completely.
Oh, they blocked
so
it
that's
off.
why.
Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
see. He's trying to circle around. Like, what is he doing? Okay,
Yeah.
got it. That makes sense. But there's 2
So
racks.
yeah, so this is gonna be a double Reaper harass again.
This is
right?
the worst map for Reapers.
Actually, it is because you only have one funnel, right? You know, it's not even a jumping point where you have to enter in. But the double Reaper harass is given fits to a lot of teams that they've faced so far.
I think this team is a lot better synergy than all the other teams. So I predict if they go the Reaper strategy here, I predict oh no, he's not. Okay, so that's moot. We don't have to talk about Reapers.
Okay.
Cool. He's
So
going
since
for
it's not a double Reaper, his next tech point, right, that he's been doing with Terran so far is Banshees. But it makes me wonder though, why double barracks in the opening?
Well, this could be that marine tank thing that he does, right? Where no very late medevac, just lots of marines.
Okay.
So he could be doing something like that. Who knows?
Okay. Archaic is looking for any Reapers jumping up. He's patrolling that
Yeah, they're pretty
the
ready.
ramp. They're pretty ready, but no Reapers
Need
are
to
coming.
get that expansion though, because Cyan already has his done. That's something that we're seeing from Cyan. He's really expansion heavy. So if you're gonna hit him, hit really early, or just be greedy.
Yeah. Got their stim on the way for Spaghetti-O, so he is gonna go bio with Marauders. Okay.
Yeah, and there he's probably gonna make a tank or 2 or 3.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a tank, Marauder, Marine push.
So if that's the case, you want to open up these. If you every time you have a Zerg on your team, I think you should always open this up. That way you can't get blocked. You can always flank all that stuff. So hopefully our Zerg player here does that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think he will. From all the games that I've seen him play on this map, he doesn't open that up,
Yeah.
or not early anyway. So I doubt that he's gonna do it this game. But yes, there's a very big benefit for the Zerg players to open up that. It's very easy to open up since it's close by your hatchery anyway.
Yeah, I know. I saw the game where Dark Menace just put 3 drones and opened it up really fast, and that was it. So
Actually, other teams, right, when they attack from that ramp, and then the Terran player just, calls down 2 mules,
yeah,
and it opens it up right away. Alright, but this is a defensive setup for Purifiers, real quick. The tank will help him defend that command center, but there is a scan. He scans what? 4
He sees 4 gate
gateways.
and this, so he's like,
Yeah.
uh-oh, they're attacking. If they're reading this right. But the funny thing is about that is, even if you're reading it right, that doesn't mean that's what the opponent is doing. You know,
Yeah.
it's very different at these levels, guys. If you're looking at it like pro level, when you see that, you're like, oh no, that's a lot of gateways. I gotta buckle up, right? But
Yeah.
at this level, it's very different. That doesn't mean exactly what you think it means. Not necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things about lower leagues is it's hard to read because typically they don't follow the meta, and the meta dictates what you think that they're doing, right?
Yep. And also, if you're trying to trick your opponent, they may not even read it correctly in the first place. So what's the point? That's the funny thing. So, just play macro. That's what it is at these leagues. You just play macro, etc. Until you get to like high diamond, master level, that's when these things come into play.
All right, so double robo here for our Protoss, for blue Protoss here.
Cyan, yeah.
Yeah, but it's a
Third expansion
fire
already.
play.
Cyan keeps getting expansions so fast.
Yeah, I think he's confident in being able to defend these expansions.
Now,
Alright,
Stalker
there's a
should
drop.
focus on a little bit of
Gets
miscontrol.
away though, but there is a spore there, so pushes the medevacs away. Gotta be careful though. He's lucky that Blink. Well, Blink just is about to finish.
Oh, okay. Alright, next time
Yeah.
you come back here, that medevac will be dead.
So he probably needs to get those stalkers back to entice it to come back there. There we go. And then just blink forward to snipe it.
So I just noticed I didn't actually tweet or do anything about this tournament. We're just kind of having fun, guys. We're really just broadcasting so we can have a VOD. But welcome to the 16 viewers watching this. Ooh, he sees it. I think he knows.
Well,
Yeah.
there's just gonna be a timer here. 8 mutas are about to pop.
Look at these spores. I love it. But, you
It's
do
like,
have
alright, you're not
mutas coming,
dropping.
so. Alright, guys. The stalker is now gonna hang out somewhere else. He feels like this drop's never gonna happen now. Although he tried to drop again, and now the mutas are out. He's gonna focus on the Marines as they pop up one at a time, and then boom, clean it up. There you go.
That's a good cleanup.
Good
At
micro.
the same time, they are going to push the front because that's a big supply drop from the Terran.
Oh, there's not enough here.
Is there? Right? Yeah, so that's a lot of links, but the stalkers kind of block
this
away.
is a lot.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because they have a lot of units here. The bio comes down though.
The bio
I
is
think that's
where
a lot of bio.
Okay, so
Yeah,
they're,
so
a, little,
they're-
a little careful. They're gonna back off. They don't want to lose too much.
It's actually good. They killed a lot of units,
Yep.
and they didn't lose a lot in return, so which is good. He's
Exactly.
making banelings. Yeah, so he's making banelings here. More links are coming. Mutas in the meantime are gonna circle around to see if he can do something on the backside. No, he's just sitting. No, yeah, he is. All right, but there are cannons there. 2, 3, in fact.
Yeah,
but he can
there's a
circle
spot.
that.
Yeah, there's a good
That's the
spot.
thing about the mutas are very mobile, and he's able to pick off a few pros there.
Colossus. Very nice comp.
And, so now he's circling back around.
Tanks
He's gonna
are
start the
siege!
attack here. Tanks are siege.
Time
Here's
to
the
go.
attack. The banelings. Banelings are waddling forward. They're gonna crash into the bio and eliminates the entire bio force here. Oh, the Archaic are trying to deal with the Colossus. The mutas drove back,
He
but
has
there's a
blink,
lot of
right?
units here
Yeah, he
for the
can blink
Archaic.
right into that.
He's got blink. There's a good blink micro there. He only blinks a few that were injured in the front.
Oh,
Blinks
yeah,
a few more back.
These mutas are getting
Alright,
drawn
so
by
that's
the
the good-
turret.
Alright, picks off
He does pick up 2 Colossi.
2. Is he gonna get 3? He needs high ground vision. The mutas does provide the high ground vision. Is he gonna blink up there? No, he does not. He blinks back to help out the Zerglings. But I think that's a lot of damage. More units are streaming in for the Zerg player here. Let's see. Do they
and it's
commit? No, they
banelings.
don't.
Yeah, this is fine. I like this. Don't commit. There's a drop
They don't.
by Spaghettio. He's like, okay, I need to do something on the other side. However, they may need
But
your
the aggression
units.
is still gonna... Yeah,
Yeah.
the aggression is gonna keep going here.
Good wall here by Cyan too.
Gonna try to wall it off, but... Yeah, Baneling speed is just started, so that's really late. There's a drop
The
there.
drop,
Met
is he
with two
gonna run?
queens though. The two queens really damaged that medevac, so it's gonna have to be careful when it drops coming back. Is there a
Okay.
cannon up there?
Oh,
Yeah, there's a cannon.
yeah,
The cannon's gonna just kill that medevac. One more hit.
Medevac is one more hit away. Meanwhile, at the front, they're reinforcing. There's 3 Colossi now and a tank. Okay, here it is. I don't think this is enough.
No,
There's
that's
3
not good.
Colossus. I wouldn't
And then
drop
there's
if I
tanks
was
too.
you.
I think they should just
Next
abandon
phase.
that. Yeah, Plan B now. This is a very good game here for the two teams.
Yeah, good back and forth for sure.
Just slugfest. Alright,
Where's
so
that
with
medevac?
that,
Did it die?
I think it died.
Yeah, it stuck around too long. It only needed a poke, and then boom, it died.
Yeah. So with that, the Zerg takes his 4th. The Archaic needs to expand as well.
I need
right?
to
'Cause
open
right
this
now,
up, dude. Open that up.
yeah,
Open
like I said, he's not gonna be opening that up anytime soon. He hasn't in the previous games that I've
That's
seen.
5
But,
Colossi. That's a lot of
yeah.
ground.
Now the Regret is making Corruptors, but that's not fast enough to kill those Colossi.
Better than Mutas.
Yes. They do benefit from armored units,
Okay,
so
lots of Banelings.
let's see if the tanks can siege up and get to a good position here.
Oh, if
They're
they only
trying
open
to
that,
go-
they can do a surround.
Around, yeah. Yeah, they're not.
But
they're
that's
not gonna...
5 Colossi. That's very strong. Here they come. Okay, yeah, do us a favor and open that up. Go ahead.
So this is gonna be
This is actually good for
all
dessert.
about.
Okay.
It's gonna be a big engagement here.
I-
All right, so they. Oh no, they're not. No,
there's-
they're
there's
not.
too many tanks. It's kind of scary to hop in there. That's why. The drop, is he going anywhere? No.
All right, I think this is it. They're gonna commit
There's the
in.
Banes.
Yeah, the Corruptors are coming in. This is a good surround, but the Corruptors are not focusing on the. No.
Oh, the Corruptor isn't focusing. Yeah, and no, that was bad.
Yeah, the
and now-
Corruptors were not focusing.
They
on
don't have
the
AoE. That's the problem. Spines will never get up. This is something that'll never happen.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be too late. This
He
push
takes-
is gonna be tough to stop now.
He kills some of the 1 Colossi, but he doesn't have AoE. No AoE here. Oh, they had this the engagement, but I really think
Yeah, I
though you
think-
have to open up that choke.
Yeah, the unit control is not there.
Alright,
There's
well,
the GG.
there's
Eyes
game
up
1.
the game 1-1.
Alright, so I'm sure there'll be a little bit of a
Purifiers.
regroup there. They'll talk about it. We'll get some coaching in between the games. In the meantime, we'll wait for game 2 to load up. So be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so while we wait for them to, of course, every player and team get to chat about it, what they want to do in the next game. While we do that, this is the final, so I'm sure they're chatting. While we do that, let's talk about that game 1. Pretty good back and forth. I think it was pretty even. They had a nice start there. Made them, they lost a lot of units on that first push. They made Purifiers lose a lot of units that first push, but then the tanks and bio showed up just in time to push them back. And then the problem is 5 Colossi. That's the problem. And you have a few Banelings, but if it goes back to what I was saying. If you're Muta, if you're going Mutas and you're using it to defend, it's never gonna work. If you have Mutas, you need to go out and do damage and make the other team have to deal with your Mutas. The Mutas are about as useless in a big fight as Overlords. Right? They're just too weak in against a big ball like that, especially on 2-on-2. Unless of course you're talking 40 Mutas or whatever, then you can one-shot each of the 5 Colossi. So that's the problem in that game. I don't think they had enough AoE. They really had Banelings as the AoE, and that's it. So we'll see what happens here on game 2. It's coming up. Actually, they're already almost ready, so it looks like we'll have game 2 all set. And it'll be on Emerald City. Not that people know what the map names are in 2v2. Like, that's not something I know. I just play. I don't really pay attention to it. In fact, some of the season maps for one-on-ones, sometimes it takes me a few days to see, oh yeah, that's Oxide. Or that's whatever. Right? Okay. Game 2. I'm sure they're chatting. I'm ready to go whenever they are. We'll hop back in when they're ready. It looks like they are ready.
Yeah, it looks like they're ready. I think
Alright, we're gonna go in
everybody's
this
ready.
game now. Okay, guys, this is
FSL Special 2-on-2.
So as we see, Spaghettio is choosing Terran. So it looks like he found his groove in the team games. He was Zerg for a few, but then he switched and says, you know what, Terran's going to be better.
Well, he did ask whether he has to play random since he started random at the beginning of the
No, we
tournament.
don't have
But I
rules
said no.
like that.
Yeah. So I told him he can pick whatever race he wants, and he chose to pick Terran. So let's introduce our players here. On the bottom right corner, we have our blue Protoss. He is
No intro, just Cyan.
Cyan. And his teammate, the red Terran. He's getting comfortable with Terran. He is
Spaghettio.
And their team,
and
Team Purifiers.
if you notice the score, it's 1-1 now, by the way. In a best of 5. Okay, top left, we have the Zerg player.
Regret.
And of course, his Protoss partner.
The Archaic.
And they call themselves...
Team Codeo.
Okay, alright. A little bit of harassment.
well, no. So it's another block. They closed it off right away. So Arcade can't get in there, steal any gases. I think they figured out how to do this effectively without having to worry about protecting your gases.
Yeah. The other side, Cyan could have stolen the gas, but he doesn't bother.
It doesn't bother.
Yeah, so as I was saying, it's 1-1 now. 1-0 lead for Team Codeo. But of course, Purifiers tie it up. This is a best of 5. So basically now we're back to a best of 3. Right? There's 3 games left.
Yep.
Who's gonna
And
win?
basically best of 3 now.
Who's gonna win? Ooh, did he kill? He killed Cyan's probe there. There you go, first blood.
Yeah. So again, the expansion here is very late. So here are the Reapers. So he's looks like Spaghettio's going back to his Reaper play. He's making 2 Reapers at a time. He's gonna harass with it.
Yeah, 3 racks
Yeah.
Reaper. Got both gas. He can do 3 racks Reaper for as long as he wants.
Yep. And yeah, the third Rax is is it?
Stalker's already here.
Yeah.
Stalker's
Yeah,
already
there's a
done.
Stalker.
He's good, and he's having 3 more gates. Look at the Archaic, diligently scouting. I love this.
Seeing if there's any proxy
yeah,
void rays.
exactly. This is really great to see.
Yeah, the Reaper does pick off one of the probes. I was trying to build a Nexus.
Yeah, Regret also scouting on the other side with the Lings. Is Reaper gonna go? Ooh, there's 2 now. And third
Yeah.
coming. Okay, so now they know what's up. There's at least 2-3 Reapers. The Archaic needs to get a base though. Regardless if this is happening. Another
Alright,
shot.
so here's the Reaper skirmishes here.
Ooh, the Archaic loses another probe.
The one that's heading back.
The
But that's a good that was a good scout to confirm that there's no void rays coming.
Yeah, regret taking a third. I
so-
also love this. This is what you're supposed to do. But regret, the Archaic needs to put down a second base, like soon, immediately, like now. Because the Cyan,
he's-
as usual, gets a fast base.
Yeah. There's a probe on this way. There it
There
is.
it is.
So there's the probe.
Lots of links for regret. You need to do something with this. That's a lot of links. Actually, you can punish the Terran
Yeah.
with this if he
I
just
think
goes.
he's probably just waiting for the Reaper to cycle back in, and then once she destroys it, it might counter.
Oh, there
so
you
let's
go.
See.
Yeah, this is actually cool. All right, let's see.
He's just baiting him in, and then it's gonna. Oh,
He's not looking. Oh,
He
he
wasn't
was not
looking.
looking.
so you
Reapers.
lost that. Yeah,
Lost that
now they
chance.
know that there's a lot of. Yeah, you lost that chance.
Okay, they're just gonna play defensive, I guess. That's fine too. Oh my gosh, there's even
Yeah,
more
more-
Reapers. Wow.
More Reapers. Yeah, but there are a lot of links now. So the Reapers are gonna get caught here a lot.
Good mines. Good grenades, I mean. Oh,
Yeah, but
but
now
that,
he's looping-
You
he's
looping
gonna
back
lose
in
all
was
of
the
his-
mistake. That was the mistake, looping back in.
Yeah, he just lost all of the Reapers there.
Yeah, there's 4 after losing, what, 6?
Yeah. You lost. If you look, is there a unit lost count here? I don't know how many, but he's lost 700 worth of resources. The most out of anybody.
Okay, well, at this point,
All right.
Twilight for the Archaic. Lair coming up. There's
Oh,
a
there's
little bit of
6
battle
skirmish there.
here. Oh,
And there
cleans
goes
up.
all of the Reapers.
Okay.
So that's it for the Reapers.
Reaper
now he's
phase is
transitioning.
over.
Yeah, so the Reaper, after he does Reaper, he goes pure bio at this point. So let's see. Yeah, he does have a lot. I don't know if this is enough links here. It says enough links. There's a lot of Zealots there, so I
Yeah,
don't
it's
think
not
it
worth
is.
it. It's not worth
Yeah.
going.
Now, if the Archaic went with him, I think they would have done something, but
Oh, that's for sure. They
Archaic.
direct that.
Yeah.
They direct that for sure, but
yeah. But I
They
think they
don't-
were just being careful.
Speed Overlord for regret, which is really good too, to see what is coming from this other side. And good
Right, so
scout.
he's scouting. Yeah, he sees just bio stuff. There's not even a factory, so no medevacs anytime soon. Factory just started. Gets a good scout. He sees Robo and Twilight. Yeah, that's it. So the Archaic here is just pumping units, getting a Robo and a Blink, but he needs to expand if, I think they're okay to expand at this point.
A little bit of harassment. No, no, no.
No, that's not worth it.
Oh, and
he just lost.
He goes the wrong way to escape too. That's a bad
Yeah,
move.
that's another bad move. Alright, so it's Hydras for Regret. He makes some Banelings just in case. because he
Hydraling
saw a
Lurker,
lot of-
which I love.
Yeah.
Oh, they have to find this gold base though. They can't let Cyan. Cyan's very good at just
Well,
keeping
there is an
expanding.
Overlord just above it. No,
I don't know if they'll.
nah, he's not gonna
look.
see it. Yeah. Or if they push this Overlord away, he might see it up.
Cyan also has 2 forges, but he's not researching off of it.
Yeah.
So showing some rust there.
Alright, so Cyan is transitioning to air. So this is going to be a big problem for Team Kodeo here. If you let Cyan, who's now taking his 3rd with the gold base, get a really good air army. And then, having said that, Regret does take his 4th, forward 4th here, instead of the linear 4th all the way to the left. And it's pushing creep, which is doing a good job. Now,
Gold base
Archaic really
secured.
needs to expand though. Yeah, that's a lot of cannons there, but are they gonna move out? No, they're not. I think they're waiting for lurkers. Or are they? He's getting a hive. In the meantime, Spaghettio is getting 2 Stargates. And this is just slows down here. Alright, so the Archaic takes his 3rd, which is good. He adds a Robo Bay and an additional robotics factory here and charge. So you're gonna need to address this air air transition. All right, that's good. I see us Spire put down. Did he scout that there is a?
I don't think they scouted.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're kind of in a lull now. No one's doing anything here.
Yeah.
We're just kind of.
Problem is, Regret is getting his infrastructure, getting his fort, but he's not shooting up in supply. I think he's, yeah, all the infrastructure stuff. He's making 11 overlords. I think he got supply blocked big time.
Oh my gosh, 11 overlords.
Yeah, he got upset, so he made 11 overlords. Now he's making 4 vipers, which is let's see his viper usage here. Alright, but again, he's not climbing up in supply. Alright, there it is. There's 5 lurkers on the way. He needs to make more units. He's still at 123 supply here.
You're not ready for this air though. Right? How many is that?
Yeah, no, well, there's a
only
lot
6.
of stalkers.
Yeah, it's only 6.
Yeah, there's
okay.
a lot of stalkers.
Well, but he's going to carriers now. Now, their time's running out. They need to do something. Because carriers, we've seen, causes so many problems. For, you know, especially for the lower levels. To be honest,
Yeah.
this is too much to deal with. With the interceptors, the micro potential of carriers backing off.
Alright, Storm is going for a... so this is the same problem with the Archaic. He got supply blocked for a long time and decides to drop 5 pylons. Alright, so now he's able to warp. He's warping Zealots though. They're gonna need... They need to identify that this
Yeah.
is an air transition.
Yep, they're not looking at all. They're just kind of... What are they doing? Let's me take a look from their point of view. This is Regret's point of view, guys. I'm broadcasting. There you go. Regret. He's just content, like, building stuff. He's not actually active on looking at things. The Archaic is just kind of looking around.
So that's a good healthy
Now he sees
army
it.
there.
Oh, there you go. He sees something here. They saw the cannons, so they know something's over there.
Yeah, but there's gonna be a
It's too
critical
late.
mass.
There you
Yeah,
go.
he catches this, which is good.
Yeah.
But he's so Regret's making lings, which is gonna be completely useless against these carriers. There's a big bioforce. So now it's just gonna be a big unit control here. So they're gonna clear out these rocks and see if they can push to the gold base.
There's 4 carriers now, though.
Yeah. Question is, will they have enough time? Will Regret have enough time to make a bunch of corruptors? Right? They need to identify this, and they have no idea that there's.
He doesn't even
big
have that
fleet of
much
carriers.
gas. That's the problem. Okay, here's the big fight. There's a nice wall here.
Okay. Okay, so you need to siege that. I don't know what they're. See,
Oh,
they're
what
dancing.
is going on?
They need to stop dancing like this.
Oh,
right?
they're
See,
dancing
look at
again.
this.
Okay, lurkers are burrowed, which is good.
All right, use your parasitic bomb. Use your. Oh, he just do an abduct, but I don't know what. There's dancing. It's just going left and right. Right?
These
They
things
lost
are
so many
useless.
units.
Oh, but these lurkers though. But one scan takes care of that, and all this dancing means they're not going to the ball if they lose another one.
It's just
Banelings
going
does
left and
clean
right.
up. The problem is air.
Yeah, there's nothing to clear the air here.
And this is kind of funny.
He's making 15 corruptors though, so
15 corruptors. The problem with the corruptors is there's 5 void rays and there's 25 marine support under it. Not to mention the carriers. And the other corruptors are here.
alright. And this is another problem with the Regret here. He has everything controlled in one group.
Yeah, it's
So
one
that
group.
means if he attacks, look, he controls everything in one group. So he attacks a carrier. That means
Yeah.
the lings are not attacking.
These guys, you know what it is? I think they need to change their game plan. They need to actually attack. Stop doing this build to the mass thing, because they're not. They handling multiple things. If you're not, if
Yeah.
that's not your strength, you have to do timing attacks. So if they want to win, they really need to take the next game and show something convincing. Because right now they're 0-2, based on head to head on this match. I don't see them coming
Well, they
back
did.
now.
They did beat the Purifiers in the earlier
Oh,
in the
they did.
tournament, right?
Okay.
Yeah, 2 to
So what
1.
did they do?
They won 2 to 1.
They attacked earlier,
Well,
right?
yeah, they attacked. Yeah,
They need to just
they
go back to
attacked.
that. They need to go back to that. Okay, so far not a good showing, but good showing for.
Team Purifiers.
It's just dancing back and forth.
They take a 2-1 lead. We're gonna go to game 4, last life. So let's give them time to kind of regroup and talk about what they're supposed to do in the next game. So we'll be right back, guys, as they get the game set up, and I'm sure they need to chat. So hang tight, ladies and gentlemen. This is the grand finals. Just to let you guys know, we do this once in a while, in between our FSL seasons, right? Our FSL season is one-on-ones. And so we do these fun events, the 2-on-2s. It gives a chance for the players to not just have to play all these one-on-ones and be alone. Sometimes team games are more fun for them. So that's why this is called
FSL Special 2-on-2.
And a lot of the teams enjoy this. A lot of the players enjoy this. In fact, they've been switching players around, forming new teams. Except for Purifiers, who has stayed with the same name. And we find the Purifiers now in match point, ready to win. The combination of Spaghettio and Cyan, who are aggressive, but then they know how to handle late units better. That's the difference here. Okay, guys, we're now loading up into game 4, possibly the last game. But if you're a Kodeo fan, you want them to take this so they can get a 5th game here. Otherwise, the champ will be the Purifiers, looking for one more game. We're ready to go here. Looks like Spaghettio will be Terran again. Why change things up? Don't fix what ain't broke. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. However you want to say that. But if anything, the one team that does need to change things is the Team Kodeo here. So here goes. We're loading up game 4 of the grand finals.
FSL Special
That
2-on-2.
could eventually be the last game of this tournament. And let's see if Team Kodeo has something to do with it.
Yeah, this is the third 2v2 we've had, so they'll be the third champ, whoever comes out.
Right, spawning on the top right corner, we have our blue Protoss. He is Cyan. And his teammate, the red Terran. He is.
Spaghettio.
And their team is called
Team Purifiers.
Of course, the bottom left on the right side, the Zerg player.
Regret.
And his teammate, the the Protoss player.
The Archaic.
Their team.
Team Kodeo.
Okay, this is do or die. They need to. Oh, look at that! Unusual wall for this team, which they didn't even close towards the rock. They went this way, sideways. That's a
unusual. Yeah.
I think Spaghetti didn't
Remember-
do that right, but whatever. As long as it
Well,
works.
previous 2 games, they've been able to close the ramp to prevent the probe from getting in. And they attempted to do that here, but it's kind of harder with a bigger area to cover. But the Archaic's probe is just chilling there, though. I think he's worried
Gas
about. Oh,
steal.
I guess his gas stolen.
Oh.
Alright, so he goes to the other side and says, I want to steal yours, but gases are already up. So it's too late.
2 Raxes for Skarloey, aka Spaghettio, but he's making Marines. 2
And making a
Raxes and 2
bunker.
gases. And a bunker. Really trying to be safe.
Yeah.
He's chronoing this gateway, but is he supply block? Because he's not making anything out of it. No, he's not. There it is.
No,
Okay. I
it's
see the
going.
stalker.
Yeah.
Okay, good. This
And the
Zealot
problem
good.
is,
Yeah.
well, no, his problem is he's banking minerals. He could have just put down a gateway. I mean, a nexus right away. So instead, those minerals are just been in his bank doing nothing. So I think those are things that he needs to address.
Yeah, that's easy to fix. So that's the good news. For all
Yeah.
you players out there, those things are actually good mistakes because they're easy to fix.
Alright,
It's just a
so
build
there's. And so finally, he takes his expansion, just really late, which he could have put down a long time ago, and his expansion could have been up by now, right, or almost done. In the meantime, Regret takes his 3rd early, but I'd like to see them a little bit more aggressive than previously. I think they were just kind of, hey, let's just play late game, and they didn't control their units.
They're not
well.
good. I don't think they're good enough for late game if they're gonna deal with carriers. Everyone has problems against Skytoss until a certain level. It's just harder to deal with, right? That's the thing. I mean,
Well, because the thing is that he had his money spent on a myriad of things, right? He had all of the Hydra upgrades, and then he was getting Vipers, and he was getting Corruptors, he was getting Spire units. You don't have that much gas to go around, right? So you either go heavy on the air to deal with the air, or you go heavy on the Hydras and just go with it, and I don't know, use Microbia or Shroud. But if you just kind of split it out, each one won't do as well as you want it to, right? Alright, so here's Regret catching the Hellion, which is a good move. Hides his Talkers. I don't think they're going to get aggressive anyway. I think there's a tank already in place. Or no, there's a Cyclone. Huh. I think if they get aggressive now, they could do something. Right? Because, so this is, they have a lot more units. This is their problem here. Right? They make a lot of units.
but don't do anything with it.
Yeah, they make a lot of units, but you don't get anything in return for them. If you're not gonna attack, it's better to just improve your economic position with
Hey,
that.
we're gonna see something cool here for the Terran, and he's going Battle Mech. He's getting the that upgrade for Cyclones already. So completely different from what he's been doing, which is kind of cool. But these guys, they better be careful. Lings are faster, and they'll get surrounded. You better watch out.
Yeah, Blink is not, it's not anywhere near completion yet, so
He spots it with the
probably get a little
Overlord.
bit.
He's gonna go there now. And take some shots right off the bat.
and it's gonna get surrounded by the Lynx in the back, so he does. Yeah.
There you go, just
And
like
he
that.
loses both
Very good
cyclones so
opener.
easily.
The Cyclone upgrade is gonna be useless until he makes more
Yeah.
Cyclones, but he is making more. Okay. Battle Mech.
So the problem here is that Spaghettio is the one who's just been harassing them, right, making them react to him. But Cyan builds up a big force, so.
They opened up this gold and just now they take it. Regret. So, what is the worker count here? Oh, that's very low. So, it looks like the Archaic's falling quite a bit behind on the worker count. Maybe he can chrono them out faster now. Is he chronoing? No, he's not chronoing yet.
No, he took his Nexus really, really late, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
Now, Regret is taking his 4th, which he did this earlier as well, but it didn't really pay dividends last game. He really needs to make, a really good composition and go with it, as opposed to just spreading your technology gas income around, right?
Yeah, now look at this.
Ooh,
They
the
spotted.
stores.
I know they know it's mech now because they saw two factories and then a factory up front. So that's 3. So it's some combination of mech with two barracks, so a bunch of marines. It's one of those weird battle mech things. Another follow-up
Yeah, but
scout. That's good. But
it's still the yeah.
all these
the
follow-up
same
scouts, do they
script.
even know how to deal with it? That's the thing, right?
It's the same script though, right? From the last game. Alright, but this time he is making mutas. Right? And mutas are not good against Thor, but they can evade them. They can poke around. Thors are very slow, especially in this map where they have to circumvent these cliffs.
So
But
here's the
let's see
thing.
here.
If you're gonna make mutas, you better be active on them. If you're not active on them,
Yeah.
you've seen that already. They're kind of useless. There you go. He is moving out on the map. Let's see he doesn't join. This is a common mistake by Zergs, where he joins them with his army once he thinks, oh, something's happening. Let me join him with my army. You should still be on the other side of the map with him.
Alright, so he's gonna see this big move out.
Ooh. Great Overlord placement here. They know exactly what is coming. They're trying to do a
Okay,
surround.
so they're coming in. Yeah, they're gonna try to surround. They see if they can catch him, but if they're not careful, the game could just end right here.
Yeah, this could be it. The end, the series, the whole thing. Here it is, guys. Catches one of the
Alright, so
Thors.
that's good.
A good start so
Blink,
far.
he needs to blink in. He needs to
Another-
blink in. Archaic needs to blink in to help out.
Hey, this is good control by the Mutas, avoiding the bulk of that. And then
Alright, so
coming
there's
back
no more
in.
Thors here. Yeah, so
However-
since there are no more Thors here,
That's a good start. Got rid of the Thors. Now,
he needs. Yeah, he needs. Well, the Zerg player needs to stop F2ing his units.
yeah.
There are tanks there, but
Oh, good first shot. The Mutas need to join in from the other side. Take care of the tanks, probably. But here we go. I think they have enough numbers here. Nice job taking care of the tanks.
alright,
I think they'll
2
clean
tanks
this up.
fall.
Oh, and he'll even get a prism. Very big deal.
Gets a prism.
Lots of
Alright,
Banes
this is a good
still.
opening.
On the other side, are they ready? Is this team ready? Oh, catches another Thor or 2? Oh, this is a great start. And now things have
Alright.
changed a bit. Although the archaic supply is pretty low, Regret is at 134. A pretty big lead right now with supply.
Yeah, let's see if he can take out this third base here for
It's a must. Because if
so
you
much.
don't,
They have to take it. He's just waiting for the Banelings to come. Banelings do not have speed, so they're just like waddling forth.
the Mutas should be
Ah.
attacking somewhere else, though.
Well, they need to do that. They have to go now, right?
Okay, here you go. They see it. They're gonna take care of that at least. The
Okay, so he
Mutas
sees it.
are going back with the
Mutas.
main army. Really could go, and actually the Mutas, not every map has cannons.
You need to attack. See, this is. I don't know what he's running away from. We need to attack together.
Oh, and now
Right,
they're
he's-
gonna lose it.
He's basically left his entire army back.
Here's where look, Regret's going back with everything. These Mutas can go kill workers. There's nothing in here. That's the point of the
Yeah.
Mutas.
All right, so Regret still on 2 bases.
See,
He
this
doesn't
is,
have a third.
see, this is
Yeah,
a
this
the
is not
classic
good.
Zerg thing where you're just kind of hanging out at home with the Mutas. I'm telling you, Zerg players, stop making Mutas if you're doing this. Don't even bother, because they're half effective. And it's like the Mutas are afraid to go anywhere without his link support, which doesn't make any sense. Okay, there you go. He's finally moving out there. This is going to cause problems on the other side because there's no anti-air. Let's see
Yeah.
how many workers he kills. This is what you're supposed to
Right.
do with the Mutas. There you go.
Interrupts the worker counts here
Should-
and the
should be killing
mining.
workers.
Right, he needs to circle to the top side.
Yeah, Mutas are fast.
Get out of there.
This is the beautiful
Yeah, get
thing
out of
about
there.
Mutas. They're fast. They can go back, left, right, center. He's like, I'm gonna go home.
But you know what? I think they have a big force now. Regret is almost maxed out.
Ooh, and if
Think
they
they can
attack
jump on this
without the
army?
other guys, Science
But
Army is
they're-
not with it. So he needs to jump at it.
They need
Oh,
to go.
No, but they're
Just
backing
take
off.
out. They. Oh
They're
my God.
backing off.
They just need.
They had
Alright,
this.
they're gonna
There
go.
you go. The meters are gonna melt, but that's okay. At least you use them for trading purposes. They do take care of the Thors, except for one.
Alright, so it wasn't an efficient trade here, and I don't know why he's running all the way back. He makes a lot of
Oh
lurkers
no!
with
Why
him,
is he
but
making lurkers? He needs those things.
it's the wrong time to be
The
making them
lurkers
because
are.
he needs a DPS.
Yeah.
Alright, so the lurkers are about to finish here, but he's pretty much lost his entire army.
Look, let's see if he borrows. What's? There you go. And the scan just in time.
Yeah, but that's a lot of lurkers. Now, that's not enough for the other team. So they
Alright.
need to go on the other side and attack.
You know, this is the do or die game. You really don't have a whole lot of opportunities. At least they get their other base established. But guess what? The other team has their bases established. You have no more mutas to harass with. But hey, it's not like he's using him to harass anyway. You might as well
But you
just
know
keep...
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, their composition is more superior now because I don't think the purifiers have an answer to lurkers right now. Right? They have what? Stalkers, Hellions, maybe a
He
few
needs
Thors, but
tanks.
the Thors.
I'm surprised he's making these guys. He needs tanks on this.
Yeah, he needs tanks, and he has no tank coverage right now. Right?
Does he have
So this,
the
you know,
upgrade? Oh, he's getting the lurker upgrade too, which is good.
This is good, yeah. So now they can just push here. They don't have an answer to the lurkers.
So the ties have changed here. Regret is almost maxed out. He's taking a lot of damage.
Oh my. The
But there's a
the
lot
stalkers
of
are gonna melt here. Yeah, the stalkers are gonna melt here.
There's like 14 lurkers. This is too many lurkers to deal with. Now here's the change of thing. It's like, do they know how to handle mass lurkers? I don't think the other team does. So
So they attacked, which is a perfect time before the air transition kicked in. Right now the air started now, but that's not gonna finish with all of these lurkers here. So they take game number 4. Now we're on our game 5 match point for both sides. There's a GG by Spaghettio, but Science not willing to concede yet. The thing is, there's no answer to this one. There it is, GG. We're tied up 2-2.
alright, we get what we want, which is really a game 5. I like getting game 5s. So this is it. Alright, we see I'm still, you know, I think they kinda got lucky on that one, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think that shows that they can come back in game 5. Well, you know, hopefully they can play better, but I still, from what I'm seeing so far, I'm still liking how the Purifiers play. They just didn't know how to handle lurkers, I think.
Yeah, it's the same way that Kode does not know how to handle mass air at this point. So let's see who gets to what first. But this is the last game of the night, last game of the tournament.
This is it, boys and girls. So actually, if Purifiers win, we'll have a new person winning the team, the 2v2s, right? Because the Archaic was part of the first 2v2 champ, and then on the second championship, it was Regret. So the funny thing is, if they win, those two have are involved in all the championships. Anyway, guys, we're ready.
They both will have, will have 2 championship under their belt. Let's see. But this is going to be a tall order. They need to be able to know how to handle air transition if that happens. Okay.
Last one, boys and girls. Absolutely last one. Unless we get one of those situations where, you know, it becomes a tie.
We've not seen a tie in FSL history.
It's
and
really
it's even rarer. Even rarer on 2v2 because there's so many variables at play. But in 1v1, right, you have ties with the Terran most of the time.
I've
You know,
had a
there's a
tie,
base.
like
Yeah.
2 or 3 ties in the 10 years I've played StarCraft, so that just shows you how rare they are. Anyway, guys, here you go. The final game in this.
FSL Special 2-on-2.
All right, let's introduce our players. Spawning on the top left corner, we have our blue Protoss. He is Cyan. And his teammate spawning in the 12 o'clock position.
Ooh.
Zerg this time. He is.
Spaghetti-O.
Spaghetti has a plan.
Their team name is called
Team Purifiers.
Spaghetti has something up his sleeve. Alright, bottom right, the Zerg player with the lurker play.
Regret.
His teammate,
The Archaic.
representing.
Team Codeo.
Okay, a bunch of pinging going on here, but I think it's because, you know, Cyan's gonna do something maybe. Or maybe he say, hey, check here, check that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we've actually had pretty good championship games lately, going the distance, and you know almost all of them, and this is no different. We're going to the last game of our tournament, 2v2 tournament here. For supposed to be a Christmas special, but just tournament number 3.
Wait, what? What happened here? I think my bot went alive. You know how I have a bot, a stream bot?
Yeah.
It like typed and talked to Matheson. It's like they became self-aware. Now they're talking to each other. What? So weird. Go if you guys check out the chat. There's some funny stuff going on. Anyway, guys, nothing unusual here so far.
Well, there is a roach and baneling nest for Spaghetti.
Okay.
So I'm not sure
Probably
what
not gonna
he's
hit
planning.
anytime yet. Unless he's all-inning, maybe it's defensive. We don't really know when it deals with Spaghetti-O. We don't know for sure what that's for.
Yeah, he's been bringing different builds to this tournament, which is pretty cool. If he just plays more Protoss and is comfortable with it, then he can play random full time. But let's see what he's planning to do here with a Roach Warren and a Baneling Nest early.
Yeah, he has second geyser, but he's not mining from it, and his minerals, his drone count is very low. But he's actually making roaches now and lings, so...
They actually have the same drone count as Regret. They all are very similar, so there's no advantage there for...
That's true. Comparatively speaking, they both have bad builds, maybe. You know what I mean? They're not like Yeah, but oh man, a third gas for Regret? What?
Yeah, so 7 drones in production. In the meantime, 4 roaches for Spaghetti.
I think they're really just massing and going for something here. They're not really worried about making drones and getting a little bit set up. But I think the timing is off, because you do have enough time to saturate, you know, the bases, unless you're really, really going. But they're not going. You know what I mean? They haven't gone. In fact, I mean, if Regret is expanding here, then it doesn't make sense what he just did. See that? And he's just scouting too.
I think they played for... hold on, Kodeo is getting upset because his team is in the verge of, you know, last game here on the edge.
Regret loses an Overlord on the scout and possibly a second. Nope. It's a big roach army here for this time of day.
Yeah.
Time of the game.
I think what happened here is they both were afraid that the other team is gonna do proxy or like attack, and so they kind of played safe, but not really.
It's one of
but
those half and
now
half.
yeah. So I'm not
Oh,
sure.
Regret needs some roaches. He doesn't have. Oh yeah, he does have a roach warren. He's making roaches now. The Archaic has a good army. Does he have charge at least? Almost done. Okay, that's a big deal. And where is... Cyan is also now going to join in. This is going to be a big battle. Actually, this could determine the winner right off the bat.
Yeah,
Guys,
right
this
here.
is it. Because...
The problem is Cyan is so far away to help, and Spaghetti might get surrounded here, but he does have banelings morphing. All
Yeah,
right,
I don't think surround
okay.
is a problem. He's there just in time because Regret's not is hesitating. It's too late to make these spines. Oh, this is good. The banelings hit the stalkers. Here's the big fight. Does he
Here's
have
the big
enough?
fight. I think they have enough here, and you know what? They can't reinforce. So
But taking bad hits there.
yeah, Kodeo has a defensive advantage here. So look how fast they can reinforce. In the meantime, the other team, their army's whittling down, and they can't reinforce this.
Yeah, very
Instead, they're gonna
nice.
lose all of this.
Nice roach concave there.
Yeah, both Protosses plummet in supply.
You know,
Right.
this is the thing. I'm surprised that Purifiers went for a very aggressive game, considering they really do well
Yeah,
defending.
and so now they're behind, right behind here. They don't have a third base. Regret has a third base up. They're actually gonna counter here. Regret's roach speed is halfway done, but in the meantime, they're slowly crawling forwards to the edge of the map here. He's gonna catch these three stalkers. He's gonna
Oh,
focus
he can't
fire
afford
on.
that. Cannot afford.
So he blinks out, but
Okay,
he lost two in that engagement.
Here's the big fight. Now... This is a very big fight right here. The roaches at the bottom delaying the reinforcement from helping. This is kind of funny.
Yeah.
And now you're in a bag
So-
sandwich situation.
Oh my god. Alright, so there's a lot of roaches here for roach speed is about to finish, so all of those reinforcements going across the map is gonna get there faster.
Oh, this is really good attack here by... Counter attack here by Kodeo.
Alright,
Taking a
so
huge lead. Huge supply lead.
that's
If he
Cyan
takes...
plummets in supply here.
If he focuses on these pylons, he can't make anything else, and it's all up to Spaghettio. But he doesn't even... He wants to kill workers. That's what's happening here.
Yeah, you know what? Just kill what you want.
No matter
Charge
what.
slots are coming in. Yeah,
No matter
I
what,
think this is it.
really... I think this could be... This could be it.
Yeah, Cyan is down to 19 supply. He has no workers mining minerals in the main base anymore. Charge slots are joining the fray. Even roaches are just hanging out to make sure there's no counter for Spaghettio, and that's it. There's the GG. They win the championship. It was a close call though. Congratulations to Kodeo.
Team Kodeo.
Good game. GG.
Regret. The Archaic.
There you go. Alright, guys. We finally concluded season... Well, the third 2v2. What a good game. That final was almost anticlimactic though, but it was the opposite of what you expect for the final game. It was really odd that they went for it too.
Yeah, but you know what? During that attack by Cyan and Spaghettio, it was still up in the air. We had no idea if they were going to defend it, if they had enough.
That's true.
It was close.
What was their reinforcement?
But
Was it just too far too,
Yeah.
or... Anyway,
Well,
look,
it
it doesn't
took
matter.
too
I
long,
guess.
yeah.
Let's go
Doesn't
interview the
matter.
winners. Can we interview the winners? Are they able to hop on?
Yeah, let me
We can
get
just
them
grab
ready. Hold on.
Actually, we can just grab them up. Alright, guys. So hang tight. We're gonna interview the winners, and maybe even the the second place team too. We could interview
Yeah.
them. If
Yeah,
they
give me a
hop on.
second. Let me get them ready.
Alright, so hang tight, guys. We'll be back with them. That concludes the third 2v2 that we have. Pretty interesting games. That last one was really weird, but it ended up being not boring. It was action right away. So that's kind of cool to see. So I'm just chatting with a few people that messaged me in Korea. We're gonna get them on here and just kind of chat. Cyan, if you and the guys want to chat a little bit too, it would be cool. It was it went down the wire, 5 games, right? So that was cool to see. I hate one-sided matches, and we didn't get that, so that was cool. And what ended up being the advantage was that 1-game advantage. So the first 2 games were won by Purifiers, and then the last 2 they took it. Team Kodeo, the new chap. If you want, you can certainly hop on for an interview, Cyan. So hop on if you can.
All right, so we finished interviewing both Regret and the Archaic.
All right, so let's hop in. Let's bring him up on here on the video chat and interview them. Still waiting for them to hop on, guys. Hang tight. Loser's interview ever. It's so funny. Okay. Got some funny commentary here for Mr. Matheson. Let's get them cams on, boys and girls, so we can interview you. Alright. Sporting the Panthers colors right there. That is Mr. Cyan, top left. And the Panthers colors, I don't know if I'm colorblind, but they're pretty close to the Psystorm colors too, somewhat, right?
Very close. Blue, black.
Very close. So very good games by you guys. You are macroing like a beast. You out expanded your teammate who was Zerg a few times. That was pretty interesting, and you got away with it. It's not like you got punished by expanding that much. You know what I mean? So that was nice job. That was very cool to see. How were the games for you?
Pretty good. I was really surprised they let me get away with that gold base and won. But yeah, that was the whole plan, was me macro up as best I could, expand, let him harass back there.
Yeah, and you gelled well. You gelled well with your teammate. A last minute change, right? You and Spaghettio had some really cool things. We saw some really aggressive stuff. That was really good. Did you guys?
Yeah, it took us.
Yeah, tell me about how you guys planned for this and all that.
Well, it took a few games. We did a few ladder 2v2, and it took a few games to get into that gel mode. When me and Nihilus do it, we've been playing together for so long that we know what the other one's going to do, and so it just took a little while. And once we figured it out, started rolling, and we did really well. In the last game, kind of said, hey, let's just go two base timing, a lot of stalkers, try to beat them to it. But they had the same plan and had more
yeah,
stuff.
balls to the wall, right? It actually is. You're better off at that kind of a game, I guess. So let me ask you this. I mean, it looks like if you guys stick together as a team, and you guys are contenders each time, you guys were actually a scary team. Is that how?
Yeah,
you,
I'm
is that
fine
your
with it.
feeling? Is that your feeling?
Me and Niles second in the first 2v2 that we did as well. I think there was a lot more harder competition. I know Kenji in that one as well, and some other good players. And teams in this one were a little more mixed, a lot more different teams than we were used to in the first one.
Yeah. You know, sometimes, in this league, they keep changing teams, so that's kind of cool to see. Then you come up with new names. You retained your Purifier's name throughout all of this to preserve that legacy. So that was kind of cool to see, right? But yeah, definitely we'll see what happens on the next 2-on-2 games, what the teams form out to be. But man, that series went all the way to the end, and that's always something cool to see for viewers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. The other guys, they played good. I think they figured it out in the third game. He's got to macro up fast, hit us hard, and that was.
And
last
are you gonna join us for some FSL? The one-on-one leagues. I think you're certainly in there in the mix.
Yes, definitely. I will definitely do that.
And we'll need an intro from you because you're the one that we don't have an intro on. So just keep in mind, we need to make
Yes,
an
I will
intro
definitely
for you.
send you one of them.
We just need a video. That would be really cool. All right, Seth, do we have the other guys hopping on too for video?
Yeah, they're both on stream channel.
But I don't see
they
their
should,
video on.
Yeah, turn on their videos.
There you go. So these are the players that played Cyan and their team. We don't have Spaghettio on, right? I think he hopped off already. Too late to give an interview. But congratulations, Team Kodayo, along with Koda there. Oh, Mr. Archaic disappeared.
Hey, dog. That's,
there you go. He's back.
Yes, actually,
Can barely hear you, Mr. Regret.
yeah.
I don't think you need that
Sorry,
mask
is
to
this-
talk
is
to us.
this
You
good?
won't
Is this
infect
good?
us. We can barely hear you. There you go. Can we hear? Yeah.
Alright.
Turn up your. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Regret. Tell us how was it for you?
Hi. It was pretty good. All of our games went, I guess. I mean, they're kind of stressful. I mean, we haven't been playing StarCraft a lot, admittedly. Though something that kept me sane personally is my dog over here. We actually named our team after a dog. Her name is Koda. My team from last time was named Chicken Dio. We put it together and it said Koda Dio.
That
Or
sounds
Kodayo,
cool.
rather.
Yeah.
Oh,
And yeah. And now let's ask the Archaic. How was that for you? Did you have fun? Did you get yelled at a lot by Regret? How did that go? How was your synergy together?
Your mic is on.
His mic's off.
And you're muted.
My mic is off.
There
I
you
think
go.
it was second. So I think I was fighting Cyan, like in a choke point, and he was like just running around with his army, like behind me. I may have yelled at him a little bit. I
You
don't know.
YOLO'd him?
but-
That's normal. Everyone YOLOs once in a while, so that's what makes it fun, right? How did you and your teammate prepare for the games?
We just did ranked 2v2, sometimes
Ah,
custom,
okay.
but mostly ranked 2v2.
Got it.
Yeah, we actually tried a lot of different strategies. We tried like a rush timing.
Mhm.
We actually tried one of those like proxy hatch things on the rank 2v2. None of it worked. The only thing that worked was when we went for macro, and I just said, okay,
Just
just
macro. out.
scout well, deflect cheese, macro, and we win.
Yeah, we saw. Actually, speaking of macro, when you guys do macro race against the Purifiers, the macro Purifiers were pretty good. They got to that late army that you guys had a hard time with. What do you guys think about that? I think that might have been game 1, where they had carriers. Cyan had carriers already, and pretty good army with that. Do you think you want to stick to the macro thing, or you just want to improve how you handle it, or what do you think?
To be honest with you, my macro in the first couple of games wasn't as great. I was floating a lot of money.
Ah,
I should have scouted a lot more, because if I saw the carriers, I wouldn't have made that many lurkers. I'd have gone to lurkers and more vipers.
yeah. Like carriers are scary.
So, yeah, definitely macro, but also a lot more scouting.
Yeah, Cyan does that really good macro stuff too, you know. So that was good. I mean, you saw that he expanded really fast, and you guys couldn't punish it in time, and then boom, he's sitting there happy. Any Protoss that's got all those expansions, very happy Protoss. So another question I want to ask you guys is, you guys saw Spaghettio, who's not here on this interview, play Terran and Zerg, switch back and forth. What did you guys think facing him? He seemed a lot better, but what did you think?
I think the one thing that you can expect from Spaghettio, no matter what race he's playing, is that you can't expect what he's gonna do. So, our plan for Spaghettio is just scout well and just counter what he's doing. If he's going barracks, then he might go Reaper. If he's going Starport, he could drop. He can make Banshees. He can go Battle Cruiser. So we just use our past experience, what we've seen from him in the 1v1 FSL, in the past 2v2 games, and we just try our best to negate any kind of like shenanigans that he could do.
Yeah, very cool. Well, guys, we enjoyed watching the the grand finals. It was a lot of fun. It went to all 5 games, well, 4 games, but 5th game with the 1 game advantage. Any last minute shout outs, starting with you, Cyan?
To you, thank you for doing this. A lot of fun. Enjoy the FSL a lot. Really enjoying the other tournament that you run into. It's a lot of fun to watch as well. So thank you for everything that you do. Sasta, love y'all.
All right.
And congrats to the winners. Y'all played awesome.
Back at you there. And regret?
Actually, pretty much everybody in this room, my dog and my parents, for actually letting me play. Even when I play like the game when I'm not supposed to, so I could practice. Jacob for being like, I guess,
Listening?
being alright with me yelling at him all the time, especially. Yeah.
If you're worried about yelling, I mean, if you're ready for that yelling, the archaic, I think you're ready to be teammates with Kenji Muyo, who yells a lot. So there you go. Right, there you go. And what about you, the archaic? Tell me. Last minute shoutouts, comments.
I would say the same thing. Yeah, just grateful to my brother for just
telling you exactly what
yes,
to do.
Yes, and also actually letting me play with him.
Yeah, nice job, guys. This is the whole point of this FSL 2v2. Seth, last minute words or regret? Go ahead.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna say how I heard that you were gonna like separate me from my brother. You're not gonna let me play with him again, because obviously having a diamond and a platinum on the same team is not a good idea. So, I mean, I guess I have to be ready for that. I don't really know who I team up with.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how things develop, right? To see who the signups are. Our goal in FSL is to make it as even as possible, and you had approval to team up this season, so there you go. Seth, any last minute words?
No, it was a good tournament. Look forward for FSL Season 3.
Yeah, we need to plan that out.
Yeah, we have a lot of things to improve on. There's a lot of things to improve on, but there's a list that we can go through and just make it a better tournament. Yeah. So hopefully all you guys, including you, Cyan, to sign up. And will be a blast.
Yeah, we're getting better at this, right? The other tournament that we have going on right now is PSL. You guys check it out. We do have that Friday nights and Saturday mornings. That's some of the best players from the Philippines. We had 2 from our FSL qualify. We had a bunch of us try to qualify. It was a tough group. And then we have Regret here and Archaic had to deal with Masters players there. Got knocked out. So some of that is luck of the bracket. Anyway, we have 2 players in there from our team. Got to root for them on PSL. So catch that, guys, on PSL. So just check it out. Psystorm.com/PSL. Friday nights and Saturday mornings. This is Freedom KJ signing out. Congratulations, Team Kodeo. 2v2 number 3 champs. Talk to you guys later. Have a good evening.